Are we live? Are we live? I forgot to press the button. How do people do it? Like, how do people stream only one time a week and just know what to do? Because I've forgotten everything. I was like, what applications do I open? Am I missing anything? Do I have to change the title? Oh yeah, I have to make a thumbnail for YouTube. That's a thing. Like, everything just left my brain. We're good now, right? Hi guys. Hi Ruma. Hello Nimby. Welcome in to an X-Ark radio. I have to apologize that like I've forgotten how to stream. I have forgotten how to stream, so like I forgot I had to press an extra button to stream on YouTube. But you guys didn't miss much because I was just asking about, you know, how everyone's days were. Probably doing really well without me. That's fine. How's your recovery? Here's the thing, like besides the food problem, I couldn't really open my mouth properly. And every time I tried to talk, my tongue was also swollen. So it wasn't just my cheeks that were swollen, it was like my tongue was swollen. And whenever I talked with a lisp. And it just, words came out like this and I couldn't speak anything. I couldn't say anything properly. So it was pretty bad. Infection, rather than an infection, it was more like your body's trying to fix the injury that you had. So in a way, it kind of is an infection, but not really. So it's your body's reacting the same way as if you had an infection, but it's not really an infection. It's like when you scratch yourself or something, and then like the scratch on your skin starts like there's like raised skin, right? It's essentially like that, but it was just an extreme version of that. I was taking antibiotics. Excuse me. I was taking antibiotics. I'm really phlegmy right now. I can't even speak properly. So that kept whatever infections away. I was taking like 2 different types of painkillers. Ibuprofen for the swelling and also Tylenol, like Tylenol 3 for the pain. Now on both I can avoid ads. Hell yeah. But I was pretty drugged up. I was woozy for the first 5 days. I was trying to work because I had work due. I'm still doing the comic for Crystal Blitz. And so I'm trying to keep my eyes open while drawing, and it's the most grueling, suffering task you can ever... Okay, it's probably not that bad, first world problems. But it felt horrible because I was like, I need to get this done, but my eyes wouldn't stay open. I really missed you. I'm actually worried. Oh yeah, I had my wisdom teeth removed, which is why I was gone. If you guys didn't know what happened, I had swollen cheeks. My jaw was pretty much locked up because of how swollen it is. Right now it's still bruised. I didn't realize how bruised it was until because I walk into the... Okay, all my bathroom lights have these very yellow lights. I like it yellow because it's comfy. But they're yellow lights, so I can't really see the bruising, and I thought it was fine until I went back for a follow-up appointment to the oral surgeon. And the moment I walked in the room, they were like, okay, Ark, sit on the chair. And I was like, yeah, sure. And then they turn on the bright white lights and they're like, here's a mirror so we can show you like how to use the syringe. I'll get to that later. The syringe part later. But as I was looking at myself, I was like, wow, my cheeks are like bruised. They're really bruised. They're really yellow. They're like the yellow bruising, not like the purple bruising. And so I'm like, yeah, I can see how bad it is now. I walked out of my house looking like this several times in a week. I should have like put on makeup or something. I should have put on foundation. I didn't realize how bad I looked. Did you lose some stat points on wisdom? I did. 2. Just 2 measly points. So I'm still pretty the same as I was before, just a little dumber. I'd say I'm still equally as wise. Like, you know what they say, right? Like, when you take out parts of your brain, the parts that still remain try to catch up. It tries to balance out everything that is missing. So all of the neural connections start forming again in your brain, and you just get tighter, denser connections, neural connections. So even if you have a smaller brain, it doesn't mean that you're stupid. It means that you just have denser connections. Like, take a look at a bird, for instance. We all say, oh yeah, you know what, bird brain, haha, very funny, right? Like, this person's stupid, they have tiny brain. But no, birds are really goddamn smart. Like, look at a raven, look at a crow, for instance. Look at the corvids. They're really smart. They have a lot of, like, dense brain going on. Hello, Les Party. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow, Drew. Did I miss anybody? I got so invested in my talking that I feel like I missed something. Who got first today? I forgot that was a thing. Cube! Congrats on getting first. I really forgot that was a thing. I have to get back on my groove. Forgot how to stream. Forgot how to yap. Forgot how to do a lot of things. You calling me dense? I mean, why? Technically. Now that you mention it, why do we use the term dense for someone who is stupid? Right? Why is that a thing? Hi, Zach's Kex. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Because dense should be the opposite, right? If you're dense, it should mean that you are very, very smart. But apparently that's not the case. It means the opposite. Someone educate me on this topic. Someone explain to me as if I'm 5. English is stupid. Hell yeah, I agree. I agree. 1 second, I have to blow my nose. My allergies are really bad. It's either allergies or I'm still recovering from my cold. It could be a mix of both. Nico, thank you for the follow. Hello, Snakey. I'll finish the story of the syringe thing. And so, the nurse gave me a syringe, and I was like, I have a habit of rinsing my mouth every time I finish eating. Just because I live with dentists and they're like, yeah, it's a good habit to do it. And I was like, yeah, you know what, you're right. And I realized that it does keep my teeth a little bit cleaner every time I rinse my mouth after I finish eating. I was like, yeah, I keep my mouth pretty clean. I don't really need a syringe. I didn't say that out loud, of course, but I was like, yeah, whatever. So she gives me a syringe. And she's like, this is how you use a syringe. And she like sticks it in my mouth. And like, basically you take salted water, right? Because salt, kills bacteria. Put it in the syringe and you like squirt the water into the wound in your mouth, like the hole in your mouth where your wisdom teeth was. And so that's exactly what she did. And like, the moment she did it, I was like, wow, this is gross. Because like all this shit came out. I never expected that, because I was like, oh, rinsing doesn't actually clean it that well. That sounds horrifying. It was fine. I didn't feel any pain, so I was good. But now I'm like, I get very paranoid about it now, like keeping an extra clean mouth. So like every time I finish eating something, I'm like, I have to use I'm like, before I clean up, because I'm in charge of the cleanup since I don't really cook or anything, right? Like I do the dishes and stuff. That the moment I finish, I'm like, don't no one touch anything. I'm like, I have to use the bathroom and like clean out my wounds before I come back here and clean up. Like, everybody leave, let me do it. What do you think gave me the new tooth? The new tooth. I have a fake tooth in my mouth. Yeah, someone's gonna be wondering where they got the dental implant from. The new tooth. It's not really a fake tooth. It's like a crown that I have with that Pikachu on it. there's a Pikachu tattoo on my tooth. And so my roommates are my dentists. And so the moment I go to the oral surgeon, like they know the oral surgeon because they're always recommending patients and referring them to the oral surgeon. So they're like very, very close friends, or pretty much like family friends at that point, right? And so they always have like conversations about, you know, traveling and other stuff while I'm just sitting there on the chair. I'm like, hello, please, I'm dying. Please, I want to go home. Do you try the Stronghold Protocol Alliance yet? No, I haven't. I haven't. I've been so out of like gaming for the past week or so. Like I couldn't even finish the last Arknights event. I did all the stage. Okay, I did most of the stages. I couldn't finish reading it, so I'm just gonna have to go on like a ship or something to finish the story because I was so tired. I was tired from the drugs, from all the medication. I was just sleeping most of the time. Does salt water help with moisture? Yeah, it draws moisture away. If you eat too much sodium, like it kind of eats all the water in your body so that you get really thirsty. So that's why whenever you eat a really heavy salty meal, you get thirsty and you're like, I need a lot of water. Oh, thank you for the 10 months of support, Nexobong, and also Rewins. Thank you for the 5 months. Yippee! Did the event you were doing end? Yeah, it ended. So there's a new one that came up. It's a rerun event of Siracusa, of the Italian place in Arknights. And that one's a fun story too for people who don't know Arknights. Arknights, the world building is based off like the actual world. So Siracusa is like the Italian version of our Earth's Italy. And so you do get a lot of Italian words in there. I was gonna say Italian English, and I'm like, Italian English makes no sense. It's not Italian English, it's just Italian words. I could yap on and on about Arknights, but that's not what we're doing today. Ark didn't notice my membership? Oh, wait, hold on. Thank you very much for the membership, Stakey. I didn't notice it. You're right. Thanks for pointing it out. No, please, every time I miss something, just be like, Ark, you missed something, because I'm still coming back from streaming and I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I really don't know what the hell I'm doing, and I can't see shit. I don't know what the hell I'm looking at. I cooked the spaghetti. I did have spaghetti a lot in the past few days. Wasn't spaghetti, no, last night was spaghetti. And then the day before was like pasta for lunch, I think. Because noodles themselves are also a pretty soft food. So I can munch on that. I love spaghetti. You know, right before I went for my wisdom teeth extraction, I made this new recipe with like sun-dried tomatoes, with sausages, with what was in there? Spinach, whole bunch of cheeses. You know those like one pot pastas? And like I don't normally eat pasta. I normally just eat rice, like something on rice, everything on rice, like chicken on rice, beef on rice, veggies on rice, kimchi on rice, egg on rice. It's usually egg and kimchi on rice. It's always something on rice. But I'm like, I just want to try it. I just want to try making one pot pasta. And man, it was so good. But I didn't realize how much oil was in the sun-dried tomatoes. When I think of sun-dried tomatoes, I might be a little bit uncultured here. But when I think of sun-dried... Jet Dive, hello, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. But when I think of sun-dried tomatoes, I think of like actually, you know, tomatoes that's been dried out in the sun. So it's very dry. It's literally called sun-dried tomatoes. The dry is inside the word, right? The phrase, the term, the name of the food, sun-dried tomatoes. So as I was going through the grocery store, I was looking for like in the dry sections, like in the nut section, right? in like the dried prunes, like the dried, I don't know what else is there. The dried dates, right? They are sun-dried. But here's the thing. They're not packaged dry. They're in a jar full of oils. So I was looking in the wrong section this entire time. Like I couldn't find it anywhere, but I'm pretty sure people use sun-dried tomatoes very often. Like in bruschetta, right? You use it in pasta, you use it in like a lot of Western dishes. And then eventually I did find it, but I was like, I didn't realize that they package it in jars full of oil. Like that's not my first thought at all. But now I know. And because I know now, I know where to find it, which means that I can make it again. What is the purpose of putting in oil? Actually, I don't know. That's a very good question. Do I look a raisin? Yes. Try like an old grandma like me. Because I'm a hag. Let's see. Putting, I'm asking Google, sun-dried tomatoes in oil. Why? Here it is, Reddit. It's because oil is a natural preservation method. And plus, the tomatoes make the oil tasty so that you can use the oil for something else later. Yeah, it is for preserving. You're right, Opal. Hello, Shark. Welcome in. 6-7? I haven't heard that in a very long time. So yeah, it is for preservation, and then afterwards you can use the oil and mix it in whatever foods you want. So that's really interesting, because I did realize that the sun-dried tomato oil was pretty good. Hi, Salithan. I avoid oil. Is it because you don't need to preserve it? Some people on Reddit are saying you can just shove it in your freezer and it's fine. You don't have to preserve it. You can just keep it in somewhere that's dry and cold. In a cellar. Lock it up in your cellar. Don't let it come out. But I love learning about cooking. I think that's the reason why I'm like, I don't mind just living, away from society. As long as I have like an option, like a grocery option, like food options for buying groceries around, then I will never be bored. Because I'm always gonna be like, let me learn how to make some new food. Some new dishes. Let me learn how to make, I don't know, something from another culture. And then the options are like, there's no limit. I can just keep going. And every day will be a new adventure for me. Garlic chili egg noodles with tofu has been go-to for me as of recent. Garlic chili. The moment I hear the word garlic, I'm like, hell yeah. I know this is gonna be good. I love garlic. Garlic chili, wonderful combination. Garlic chili egg noodles with tofu. I need to try that. Is there like a specific dish that's like a name of the dish that's just garlic chili egg noodles with tofu? Or is it you're like making your own custom dish and you're like, let me just shove all of that in a pot, and I know it's gonna taste good because I'm putting all these like nice ingredients in there. Because now I'm like, I need to look for a recipe. I'm like, the moment I hear garlic, I'm like, I need more dishes with garlic in it. I need to know more. Give me all the juicy recipes so I can make it. Or get scary today? No! Clock, it's okay, you can survive. I believe in you. You guys are strong. You guys are mentally strong, right? Yeah? Mentally strong, yeah? You need to make champurrado if you like the sweet stuff. Oh, that's the thing. I don't really like sweet stuff. Oh. But what is champurrado? Let's see. Champurrado. Oh, it's a Filipino dish. Ooh. Sweet chocolate rice porridge. I do like myself some good rice porridge. I never thought about putting chocolate in there, but that does sound good. As long as like, you know, it's not too sweet. I think if I were to make it myself, I'd just be like, yeah, let me just cut the sugar in half. I've been eating white fungi every single day so far. Because, okay, I don't know if you guys had white fungi. There's specific dishes of white fungi. The way you make it is that you kind of soak it for a while until it becomes really soft. And it becomes... Have you guys had okra? You guys know what okra is? So essentially, okra is a type of vegetable. It's a little bit long, like a bean. And then if you chop it in half, you take out the insides, it's all slimy. You like okra? Me too! I love the slimy texture. That's why I love okra. But fungi, the white fungi, if you soak it for a while and then you boil it, it turns into, like, the entire thing turns slimy. So, like, that's what I've been having. Because apparently that slime is, like, full of collagen. It's not just because I took out my wisdom teeth and I can't have any other foods, but also because I'm like, that's my collagen right there. I don't need collagen supplements. I can just eat fungi for days. And it's really good if you add a little bit of sugar in there. You turn it into a dessert. You put some red dates in there for some like extra sweetness. The only fungi I hate are mushrooms. You know what? That's fair too. There's like, I think there's 2 different common types of edible fungi, which are like the black fungi and the white fungi. The black fungi is kind of crunchy, and I'm like, it's okay. It doesn't really have a taste. You just eat it for the texture. But the white fungi, that's my jam. That's my slime. It's my slime right there. I eat fungus slime, yes. Yum yum, fungus slime. My favorite meal. But I've been having it for breakfast every day. I didn't have it today because I was like, oh shit. I was lying in bed. I woke up at 7 this morning. And I was like, okay, let me just... Oh god, it's such a bad habit. I'm like, I am just gonna doom scroll. I was reading up on like random shit on the internet. By the time I was done, it was already like 8:45 and I went, oh my goodness, I have to brush my teeth and get ready to stream in 15 minutes. Beep Lola and Les Party, thank you for the follow. Streaming from the hospital? No, not from the hospital, from my home. Unless you're watching from the hospital, that's a little bit different. Fungi from Enfield? No, not from Enfield. Have you seen VTubers eat mold? I did! And I'm pretty sure they're just doing it for the engagement. I'm pretty sure nobody in their right minds would be eating moldy rice. Plus it smells nasty. I know, because I've had moldy rice before. Not like I didn't eat it, but like it was in my home. So what happened was, because I leave my house very often. Like I leave for days, and I don't come back. And I remember coming back to my condo. I lived with my sister back then. And I was like, what's that smell? I remember like stepping into the condo and I was like, what's that smell? Something smells off and strange and weird. And so I'm like walking around the kitchen. I'm like, things look fine. Things look fine. Like all the dishes are, you know, there's still some in the sink, whatever. Right? But things are put away. Like the coffee machine is there, the rice cooker is there, whatever. So I just ignore it. And then by nightfall, whatever, at evening, I'm like, it's time to make dinner, right? And so I'm like, all right, let me take out the rice cooker. Let me just wash the rice. Let me put the rice inside the rice. The moment I open the lid of the rice cooker, holy shit. It was just green. It was green and black inside. It was gross. It was nasty. And that was where the smell came from. It actually smells horrid. It smells really bad. So like, I don't believe anybody's just like, is gonna be like, yeah, let me just, you know, cut off the top of the rice, the first layer of the rice and just eat it. No, it doesn't work that way. It smells terrible. You would never want to eat that. It's dangerous, toxic, you would die. Hello, I'm back. I'm Rem. This is my 12th. Thank you for the 1 year, Rem. Thank you very much. Hello, I'm back. You're back. We're all back. How's teeth? Still kind of weird, sore, a little uncomfortable, but it's fine. I'm doing okay. 1 small red onion. What is this? 5 teaspoons of soy sauce, chili, teaspoon sugar, mixed ingredients, Filipino sauce. Wait. Let me copy this. Let me just copy this. Where's my notepad? Where are my sticky notes? There we go. Did you know that Microsoft has released a new sticky notes with screenshot features? Not sponsored, by the way. It's pretty cool. Just screenshot. You're right. Stop. You're making me feel stupid. Yeah, you know, outside of the smell for the mold, you don't breathe it in. It's very bad for your health. And plus, all of the roots of the mold has gotten into the rest of the rice. I can't even speak. Into the rest of the rice. That is a tongue twister. Into the rest of the rice. The spores have gotten into the rest of the rice. And so you just throw it out. Don't even sniff it. Don't even smell it. Bad for you. Just helping? No, I feel dumb now. It's all your fault, Bess. I'm kidding. Thank you very much. I'll remember that for next time. The rice became suspicious rice. Yeah, it's also the same as why you don't keep moldy bread. Because all of the spores get into the rest of the bread. Even though we can't see it, the roots are there. They've dug themselves into the nooks and crannies. Very microscopic. You just can't see it. Oh, don't eat it. Don't eat it. My glass is so high. Hi, Ice. I can't move things around, guys. This is terrible. Is my keyboard dead? I think it's dead. No! Everything's not working! Oh no! Okay, I fixed it. Everything hates me today. Perfect, just finished making breakfast. What are you guys having today for food? I'm only asking because I'm like, I feel like I missed food. I missed food so much. I need to start shoving food inside my body for the next week. I miss real food. At first I was like, oh, this ain't bad, you know? I love chocolate pudding. And on the 3rd day I was like, I'm sick and tired of chocolate pudding, guys. I can't keep eating this. I need more stuff. Lentils? Like lentil soup? Fried lentils? Fried noodle? Churros and cherry... Oh, Phil. Oh, Phil. That's not a meal. You can't just eat churros and cherry soda. There's no nutrition in there. It's just sugar and carbs. You're not eating that every day, are you? It's just a snack, right? You're just like, yeah, let me, it's just a dessert. Let me just have some of this. A cheat day. Cheat day for me. Oh, boiled lentils. That doesn't sound too bad. Could be better, honestly. Do something with it. Put some spices in there. Boiled. Not baked. Not like, you know, you're not putting it in curry or something. I thought, still need to put myself in bed. Gotta be wheat toast with almond butter and sliced banana. No, hell yeah. That's a really good breakfast. Almond butter? That's awfully fancy of you. And sliced banana. I haven't had almond butter in a very long time. The last time I had almond butter was when my sister went on a cottage trip. And she ended up buying like a whole bunch of nut butters. And she's like, Ark, this is really good for us. And so I ended up just eating a whole bunch of that. And then she got into her whole breakfast making arc, where she started making toast every single morning just to take a picture of it and put it on Instagram and on Twitter and whatever, right? So like every day was a different type of toast. It was like almond butter toast one day, Nutella another day, and then, you know, avocado and toast another day, and then honey and peanut butter another day, and then some she had like marshmallows on it. It was like really fancy. Like she made it look awfully aesthetic. Maybe awfully isn't a good word. Terrifically aesthetic. Amazingly aesthetic. And it worked well. And then she'd be like, all right, I'm done taking photos. Ark, you want it? Because I don't want to eat it. And so I had free breakfast every single morning. Or she'd just be like, I just want half. She's like, I can't eat all of this. You want half of it? My sister's the type of person who would just like, you know, bake a whole bunch of cookies and be like, I'm not eating any of that shit. She was like, I'm just doing it for the photo. I'm doing it for the hobby, and that's it. It's not for the eating. Welcome back, Ark. Thank you, Jaivu. For the aesthetic. And then when she's done with the photo, she like puts it away and she gives it away to other people. I have a jar of peanut butter here and you're tempting me to eat some. Eat it. Eat it right now. Eat the whole thing. Put the whole thing in your mouth, including the jar. Is it like a plastic jar? Or is it a glass jar? Okay, if it's glass, don't put it in. If it's plastic, you know what? You already got microplastics in your body. Whatever. Just add more to it. No difference. Plastic, unfortunately. You mean fortunately? Because imagine actually having to shove glass in your body just because you were told to. Do it. Just don't do it. Don't do it. Don't listen to anything the streamer says. That's another topic. What? Microplastics? You know what? Whenever I introduce myself, I should just add this one point. I would just be like, hi, I'm Ark. And they're gonna be like, can you like tell us a little bit about yourself? I'm just gonna be like, I have no microplastics in my balls. That should be one of them. Because it's true. I have no microplastics in my balls. Shoving glass in your body. Oh, that's what you meant. Not the microplastics. Wait! Get your minds out of the gutter! Hey! Hey, that's not where we're going. No. Hi, Oxy. Welcome back. Thank you. Welcome in. Welcome into the stream. Hi, Akira. Good morning. Shove it in. No, we're gonna move. We're moving on. Just eat your peanut butter rest. That's all I'm asking. You can ignore the rest of the thing where I said, you know, shove it in your body. Shove it in. No. I was thinking about this. What is the best thing to have peanut butter with? Because there's so many options. You can have peanut butter sauce with your noodles. You can have peanut butter with your crackers. Peanut butter with apples, true. Didn't think about that one. Okay, but the thing, okay, Kagu, I'm going to challenge you a little bit. I'm not gonna say it's the best thing, because apples, slices of apples, are kind of slippery. And the peanut butter itself is also pretty slippery. So have you ever dipped apples into peanut butter? It just slips off. Like it doesn't stay. Like you need something that kind of soaks it in. Like bread, for instance. But I'd say that bread is so common. A skill issue. Now you're challenging me. Now I'm gonna be like, okay, after stream, I am going to try my best to dip my apples in peanut butter. Just to tell you, just to show you that I don't have a skill issue. I got grippers. You mean your apples got grippers? What do you got, like spiky apples or something? It's like a cat's tongue where it's able to hold on to all the peanut butter so it doesn't fly off. That's why I use a spoon, but that's an extra utensil. That's extra. Actually, you know what? You know what? You're right. Maybe it's not bad because I'm like thinking peanut butter with noodles. You still have to use utensils to eat it. Maybe it really is just peanut butter on toast. Maybe that is the best option. Add some jam on there too. Now you got like peanut butter jelly toast. Chopsticks. Yeah, I just like immediately went to chopsticks. Sorry, it could be forks. A spoon. Imagine eating noodles with a spoon though. How would you do that? You would have to cut it up, right? Make the noodles really small. PB on toast makes my mouth dry. Oh wait, you're kind of right about that too. And it sticks to the roof of your mouth. Wait. But then that would happen with apples as well. Okay, but you're right, it does make your mouth dry. So maybe it's not the best option. Spring rolls with peanut butter? I guess with peanut butter sauce, like peanut sauce. I'm gonna call peanut sauce peanut butter. Because that's essentially what it is. It's just peanut butter with some soy sauce and a little bit of sugar. And if you want, you can put garlic in there. A little bit of vinegar if you want. Laksa is eating with a spoon? What? No. No. That's like saying you eat ramen with a spoon. Laksa is just coconut curry noodles. Right? You have and the noodles that they use in laksa are rice noodles, which are extremely slippery. Isn't it just going to like slip off your spoon? Aren't noodles long? The weight of the noodles hanging off your spoon is going to cause it to fall off. Gravity 101, guys. Gravity 101. I eat laksa with my chopsticks. Not with just a spoon, right? Fujian peanut noodles look so goated though. Shame I haven't gone to try them yet. Yes! 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 You know what? Yes! That's my favorite. That's what I make. Sometimes I just make my own custom Fujian peanut noodles. Just because I'm like, I have noodles and I have peanut butter. What do I do with it? I don't make like the proper Fujian peanut noodles though. I should. You're not supposed to have ramen with a spoon. I mean, you are, but like you eat it with two utensils. Chopsticks and a spoon. You take the chopsticks and you pick it up. You pick the noodles up with your chopsticks. You can either shove it in your mouth directly right away, or you can choose to put it on the spoon, mix it with the noodles, and then shove the spoon in your mouth. There's two different ways to do it. You still need the chopsticks. In fact, it's like the chopsticks are doing most of the work. It's not the spoon. The pictures of laksa look great. I know, I love it. I haven't had laksa in a very long time. The last time I had laksa was probably... like, proper laksa was 10 years ago. It was 10 years ago. I think it was... Is laksa Singaporean, guys? I need someone to educate me. Is laksa Singaporean? Because even if I say I had proper laksa, the last time I had laksa 10 years ago was at a Vietnamese restaurant. It wasn't at like a Singaporean restaurant. It is Singaporean. Ah. If you ever go to Singapore again, please eat laksa. I know, I should. It's gonna take me a long time. I don't know when's the next time I'm gonna go to Singapore. It might be in like 10 years. My priorities right now, my home country. I haven't been to my home country in 10 years. The last trips I went was like Japan. Yeah, it was just Japan. It's just been like Japan, 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 and that was it. I am ashamed to my own country, guys. Like literally China and Japan are right next to each other, and I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna visit my home country. Let me just visit Japan instead. And my parents live in China, and I'm still like, yeah, I'm not gonna go back and visit them. Hi, Dad. Welcome in. Hello. Can clean the teeth while eating. What? How? With chopsticks? With toothpicks? No, you can't pick up anything with toothpicks. It would. I mean, you probably can, but it's gonna be a struggle. Why would you choose toothpicks over chopsticks? You wouldn't. Nobody would. Nobody in their right minds would, unless you like the challenge. Unless you're a masochist. You're the type of person that's like, yeah, I just want to lose against this boss several times because I like the feeling of losing. The moment I'm about to like beat this boss, I'm gonna be like, nope. I'm gonna unplug my game and restart because he's about to beat me. Sorry, I'm about to beat him. Have you heard the news about the hantavirus arc? Sorry, the what? The hentai virus? Look, I saw something on it just because Saikin was talking about the hantavirus, and I have no idea what the hell that is. And every time I see it, I just think of the hentai virus, and I'm like, no, I don't want to. I don't want to read anymore. What is that? Hold on. And then I saw other VTubers tweet about it, and I just ignored it because I was like, what is this? Oh, it's a... Okay, the reason why I ignored it is because the post I saw by Saikin was like... How many paragraphs is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... It's 8 paragraphs long! And I was like, TLDR. Too long. Didn't read. And I just scrolled past it. And when I saw like internal medicine doctor explains, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be too technical for me. Let me just let me just move on. What is it, arc? Okay, let's read this post. You know what? Let me just here. We can all read together. What the heck? Okay, here we go. Let me just put Saikin's name on here as well, just because I think everybody should follow him because he's very informative as a medical VTuber. I'm gonna be blowing my nose throughout this entire stream. Sorry, I apologize. If you feel uncomfortable and it grosses you out, you like feel free to leave. Okay, let's find it. How do I put this up on my stream? How do I stream again? Because I always screenshotted it, which means that it should be in my screenshot folder. Ah, here it is. Oh, this is a long boy. Alright, guys. It's a reading stream. VTuber reacts to... It's Twitter. Twitter. It's longer than this. I didn't even screenshot the whole thing. This is just a portion of it. Okay, what the heck is a hantavirus? Everyone's asking if we have a new pandemic on our hands, but it's important to break down the facts that we know about the virus. And understand the developing... Okay, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I have to log in. There is Zua... I can't even read the third word! There were zoonotic. What is zoonotic? See, this is too technical for me. This is what I mean, but I can't read this because I won't understand any of it. There are a zoonotic virus. I need Psych in here, like right now, and explain this to me as if I'm 5. They're transmitted from rodents to humans through droplets that contain virus particles. Okay, thank you. There we go. Okay, thank you, Bess. Diseases that transfer from animals to humans. All right. I need a TLDR. Should I just Google this? The Hondius hantavirus outbreak is an ongoing case, but the short of it is that the ship left from Argentina. He's giving us a whole history lesson. Argentina on April 1st, and a passenger died on April 11th. Sorry, Saikin. I'm just gonna Google it. This is too much. Even though, you know, history is important and everything, and it's good to know the origins of the hantavirus, I need a TLDR. Alright. It's a rare infectious disease that begins with flu-like symptoms and progresses rapidly to more severe diseases. What happens when you have a hantavirus? This is AI overview. Okay, signs and symptoms. This is what I'm looking for, guys. Signs and symptoms. I have ADHD. I will get so distracted. Okay, that's just an excuse. I just didn't want to read. Early symptoms can include fatigue and fever and muscle aches. That's like the symptoms of every single cold. Muscle aches, especially in large muscle groups, like thighs, hips, back, sometimes shoulders, my butt, because that's big. Half of all the HPS patients also experience headaches, dizziness, chills, abdominal problems like nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, abdominal pain. It just sounds like a regular cold. These symptoms include coughing, shortness of breath, and patients might experience tightness in the chest. What? That just sounds like yeah, that sounds like COVID again. Have a fever, you're gonna die. Feeling tired, you're gonna die. Shortness of breath, you're gonna die. I experienced all of this in the past week, guys. I had fatigue, I had a fever, I had muscle aches, I had a headache, I had dizziness, I had chills, and I did feel nauseous. Does that mean I have the hantavirus? See, all of this is, it's too generic, so it's really hard to pinpoint. What is this? I'm looking at it. Yeah, I'm looking at the right article. Oh, it's also called HFRS. That's why. And they're like, because they're now talking about HFRS, and I'm like, I don't know what the heck HFRS is. Intense headaches, back, abdominal pain, fever, chill, nausea, blurred vision, lack of blood flow, internal bleeding. People may have flushing of the face, inflammation, redness of the eyes, or a rash. I have hives all the time, by the way. Inflammation, yeah, 100% last week. My cheeks were swollen. No. I feel for the doctors because it's like, how do you even diagnose this? How do you diagnose this at all? Eliminate or minimize contact with rodents in your home, workplace, or campsite to reduce the risk of exposure to the hantavirus. Couldn't they like name it something else? Couldn't they name it like not hantavirus? It sounds like something else. Yeah, my subs are calling it a hantavirus. Antivirus. Hantavirus. Hantavirus. No, now it's just saying antivirus, antivirus, antivirus. Hi, Rabe. Hello, welcome in. How are you doing? Yeah, I'm back and can finally talk again. It's great. Now I can put words in your head. Now every time I talk about the hantavirus, all you guys are gonna be thinking about is the hantavirus. The antivirus. Ark Cursey. That's me! Okay, I need to mute myself for a second because now I'm extremely congested. And I need a really big nose blow. Alright. I'm back. Still snotty, but not as snotty. You can nose blow on mic, we don't care. Yeah, but this one was like really nasty. This one was like, you know, full of congestion. The other ones were just like, you know, very small ones. Little cute ones. And this one's like a big dad sneeze, almost. Team fight in Korea is Hanta. Funny for us. Really? What's team fight tactics? Ah. Pull myself from bed. I'm a butter toast acquired. Where's mine? Where's mine? Where's mine? Where's mine? Where's my thought? Where's my toast? Never asked? What? You're supposed to give it to me! Hand to tactics, obviously. Oh, I get it. Okay. Ow! What's wrong with you guys? This is the first day I'm back. I'm already getting bullied on the first day. It sucks, man. People hate me. Back to food. Do you like dumplings? I love shumai and siumai. Yeah, me too. I love it too. It's mostly because it's just a big chunk of meat. That's what it is. It's just steamed pork. A bonk and a head pat and another bonk and a head pat. This is too much. I don't know if my brain can handle this. My poor skull. I asked on stream over the week. You weren't here, so I just assumed you asked if I wanted some. I always want food. There's never a day where I don't want food. Never. Have you tried Filipino food? Kind of. Not everything. So I think I tried like the more common stuff. I tried adobo chicken. I tried the what is it called when you have like the giant bamboo leaf on the table and you have like a whole bunch of rice and other fish and things. Like I had that pretty often at one point. I tried a lot of different types of ube pastries. And I tried a lot of desserts. Filipino desserts. Does Jollibees count? The banana leaf. I don't know if it's a banana leaf. It's just a giant leaf. It's like a giant leaves on the table, and they put like food on the leaf, like fishes and rice and whatever. Did you eat balut? No, never. I will never touch it. I don't know. It just looks like the animal. I can't eat anything that looks like the animal. What is sisig? I don't know what that is. Did I even pronounce it right? Well, it seems foul. I don't know. I feel like if I've tried... Thank you for the 5 months, Scampy-Doo. Thank you for the welcome back, too. I think if you tried it and you like it, then you get used to it and you're like, oh, this is just normal food for me. But for someone who hasn't tried it before and you take one look at it, you're like, yeah, I'm not gonna touch that. It's like, that's like me with a lot of foods out there. Kind of like century egg. Because I love century egg, guys. Hello, Anime-chan. I missed you a lot. I won't be able to stay long because I'm at work, but just wanted to stop by. I hope you recover soon. Thank you. I hope you have a really good day at work. Happy Friday, by the way. Thanks for dropping by. It's a pork face. Oh. I like lobster heads. Which is probably, like, you know, the most similar to that, but it's different. Every time I go to a seafood restaurant and we order lobster, and everyone's eating, like, you know, the lobster meat, I'm like, I want the head. Like, give me the head. I want the head. Because nobody else eats the head. Yeah, because okay. Yeah, back to century egg. I love century egg. But I know it's gross for some people. So to describe, okay, let me search up century egg because I don't want to just like spout misinformation. It is preserving duck, chicken, or quail eggs in a mixture of clay, ash, salt, quicklime, and rice for several weeks to several months. And I would love to show a picture right now for you guys to see, but it does look kind of gross. It's a black egg. It's like black inside, it's black on the outside. The yolk itself is black. Like a salty egg? It's not salty. It's not salty, but it's very gooey. Maybe I can show you this one because this one kind of looks okay. It doesn't look too bad. Let's see, how do I do this? Save this image. And it's exactly as what I described, because some century eggs are like layered and they don't look good. This one looks okay. Oh, this is really big. This is century egg, guys. Black eggs. I like, yeah, it's like black jelly. It tastes like black jelly too. It tastes like salt, like a little bit savory black jelly. The whites have turned into black jelly for sure. And I like it in my congee. It adds a little bit of flavor to it. Let me get that out of your face because it does look kind of gross. But like, that's a thing, because people are like, you left an egg out for like months to weeks? Weeks to months to maybe a year? That's a long time, right? And people are like, ew, I'm not touching that, that's gross. But like, I like it. So same, I think it might be the same idea with Balut, maybe. I don't know if that's a good comparison. But for people who like Balut, I just assume that it's kind of like the same thing. It's kind of hypocritical when cheese is just moldy milk. Yeah, I think that's a good comparison too. Cheese is moldy milk. Like your eggs aged. Just like your wine. Yes. Yes, you're right. That's how people discovered cheese and yogurt. You're right. Yeah, maybe it's not a good comparison because Balut itself is like an actual animal and then you have an egg. Which is a little bit different. So it could be, I don't know. I actually don't know, guys. It's probably because I don't expect a fetus inside an egg. Because I'm so used to just eating a regular egg. Yeah, a duck fetus. Do you watch the MHA special episode? I actually don't even watch MHA. I watched the first half of the first season. I dropped it. I can't get into it. It's too shonen for me, I'm sorry. If you guys want to know a little bit about my taste in anime, I've been avoiding a lot of shonen shows because I do find them to be too similar to one another. And maybe because I'm at an age where I'm just like, yeah, I've consumed a lot of shonen throughout my entire life. And so I'm like, I need something that has a bit more meaning to it that's not just fighting. That's why I hate solo leveling. Apologies to every solo leveling enjoyer here. I don't like it when series are just, they're all... The main focus is action. I can't just enjoy action anime anymore. I need something that's like, that speaks to me. Something that will make me like sit down and think about it for like 2 weeks straight. Something with a lot of meaning. Even the high moments are cool. Even the aura farming is pretty cool. I only have like a good amount of time, very limited amount of time for me to enjoy stuff nowadays because I'm so busy that I'm like, if I want to sit down and absorb media, it has to speak to me in a way. I need plot. Not to say that shonen doesn't have plot, but I need like that deep plot. Like romance, no, I can't get into it. I find that most romance are very surface level romance as well. So I need something that's like, even deeper than that. So like, give me something like Paradise Kiss, where there's romance, but that's just a subplot to the main plot. Like, I need a deep, meaningful main plot with a side of romance. And I think romance is a good bonus on top of it, but it's not necessary. Like AOT. Yes, like AOT. Like, I could totally get into AOT. Because there's a lot of takeaways from Attack on Titan. Do you like sci-fi? Depends. Like, I've been... Not gonna lie, I've been really enjoying all the fantasy genres, like Witch Hat Atelier and Frieren and Dungeon Meshi. People are calling them the big three of fantasy, and it's not the fact that I like the fantasy aspect of it. It's because there's a lot of meaning to all of the actions that the characters do, right? Like emotional meaning. Kino and Tabi. I was told to watch that one. I haven't watched that one yet. Because I really enjoy Mushishi. It's the one anime about this guy who like travels and he like speaks to the spirit bugs. And that one has a lot of like meaning to it as well. And someone was like, if you like that, watch Kino no Tabi. And I'm like, okay, maybe. Didn't get to it yet. But yeah, that's my favorite genre. I'm not gonna even call it genres because it's not specific to anything. That's what I'm looking for when it comes to media these days. Just things with like a lot of deep meaning. Even though there's not a lot of things going on the screen, just like every subtle movement of a character means something. I'm like locking in. You should try Letter B. I love Letter B! Oh, that's an old one, but I love Letter B. Hello, Ghost. Welcome in. I don't remember what it was about. Takami no Bachi, right? Everybody should try it. Psychological tag may help. Actually, yeah, you're right. It's probably something that's more psychological. Tagami Bachi, that's the one. Letter A. What is letter A? What are you guys talking about? I need some coffee for this. Oh yeah. Some other things that I did last week. I didn't really tell you guys. I wouldn't finish my stories yet. You thought I was done? No. I had more. I got into Riftbound. I got into... Well, not really. But like... I started playing a little bit of Riftbound, which is a League of Legends trading card game. And you guys know I really like to collect cards back then, Pokemon cards, because I really like the art. And then that was back in like 2018? Yeah, it was around 2018 when I started collecting. And then freaking it got really popular. I was gonna say freaking Logan Paul made it popular, but I think it was more than just Logan Paul. It was like a lot of different aspects. People really got into Pokemon, and like the prices of cards skyrocketed. I used to able to get like these big boxes on sale with like 10 packs inside for, I don't know, like $30. Maybe less, because like people, the stores were actively trying to get them off the shelves. Right? I was living it back in the day. I was like, yeah, I could get packs for like $2-3. Nowadays, it's like $7 a pack. It's like, it jumped like almost 200%. So I can't get into this hobby anymore. So I stopped collecting cards. In fact, I didn't collect them because they were rare. It was just because I really liked some of the artists. Because at the bottom of each Pokemon card, it tells you the illustrator and tells you who made the art for it. And then I would go on Twitter and feel like I need to find this artist because I really like their art. Cards. C-A-R-D-S. Hi, Ice. I saw you in Liar Stream this morning. Did she finish? What was I talking about? Cat. Oh, you're here too, which means she ended stream. She did 2 node and then died. What? She's not persevering. She's not going. Okay, whatever. That's fine. Lara can do what she wants to do. Anyway, let me finish. And that was the reason why I collect cards, is for the illustrations. And so when my friends introduced me to Riftbound, I looked at the cards and I'm like, wow, these are really pretty. And so I kind of wanted to get into it, and then I played a few games myself. I went to the actual in real life events, the pre-release events, where for people who don't know anything about card games, essentially, pre-release events are a promotional event to market their next set. And so you go there and you can buy a limited amount of cards, because like usually you can't buy that much anyway, but they give it to you at a good price. And then if you win a game, they give you a free pack. And so, you're not allowed to use your own deck, which is great for me because I don't have a deck of my own. I just like, I've never really been into this. And so when you go in there, they give you a box. They give you a box of cards, like a deck box, and you have to build your own deck from the cards that they give you. And it comes with the whole event. And so you go in there, you build your deck, and then you start playing with other people who attended the event. And I remember that like I pulled a really good card, but I don't know the rarities of cards, and I don't know how good they are because I'm not really into the game. I remember people around me going like, oh, that's a really good card arc, that's really good. And I'm like, yeah, okay. I honestly, I don't know. I don't know what's good and what's not good. So I kind of just like shoved that in my deck, right? And then when it came to the actual fights, like the duels, what do they call the rounds? I don't know my TCG terms. I ended up like pulling that out of my deck when I was drawing, and I was placing that down on the board. And like, I remember several times when people were like, you're not gonna sleeve that? People were like, you're not gonna sleeve that? You don't have that sleeved? And I was like, no. And they're like, sorry, I need to take a picture of this. And they would like take out their phones and they're like, sorry, just pause this match first. Matches. There we go. Thanks, Cube. They would pause the match and they'd be like taking photos of the board, and they're like, thanks, now we can continue. And I was like, is it really that rare? And then I remember some other opponents I was facing, they're like, I have a sleeve. You want the sleeve? I'll give you a sleeve for this. But I was like, well, it's in my deck, and if I sleeved it, then I would know where it is in my deck. So I was like, no, I'm good. And they're like, are you sure? Are you sure you don't want to sleeve it? And I'm like, yeah. Why didn't you prep a card sleeve? Okay, here's the thing. I went with a few friends, and one of my friends actually bought a box of Dragon Shield sleeves for us in case like we want to sleeve it. But I was like, well, I don't think I need it, and plus this sleeve deck isn't mine, so I didn't want to just, take all of it, because if I were to sleeve that one rare card, I'm gonna have to sleeve my entire deck, and I'm like, I'm not gonna take the entire thing, right? So I just decided not to. I just didn't. I just didn't do it. Probably sacrilege that you let that card touch oxygen. I know, it probably was. Honestly, it probably was, but I don't know how good it was, so. And I remember people were like, that's my first time seeing that card on the board. And I was like, really? It was a really good card though, because it made me win one of the matches. I did win. I got like I won one game, I lost 2 games. But I had no idea what I was doing. I remember my opponents were like teaching me the game. They're like, yeah, this is what you do. And they're like, they were really nice about it too, because they were like showing me their cards and like, this is what this card does. And they're like shoving it in my face. And I'm like, oh, thanks. And then I would ask them questions. I'm like, can I do this? And they would teach me along the way. So it was a really nice community. And I don't think that the local community here is very big at the moment, so like people kind of like know each other, like they see each other around all the time, which is neat. But at the same time, I'm not gonna get like too into it just because it does cost money and I'm like, I'm broke as hell. So I just went to that one pre-release and I think that's gonna be all for me. I gave my cards to one of my friends. I was like, you can have this really rare card because I don't play this game. I'll just borrow it when I feel like playing it, but I'm not gonna play the game. They backseat to help their own opponent. Yeah, actually, yeah, the sportsmanship was really good because even though some of them didn't backseat during the actual match, but like after the game was over, they were like teaching me. They're like, oh, you could have done this, you could have done that, and then if you did this instead, you would have won. And I was like, oh, that's neat. That's pretty cool. Can't wait for Ark to perform a 0 turn kill. I don't think that's ever gonna happen. I'm not that big brain. I wish I was, but unfortunately, my you know what we said in the beginning, like if your brain size doesn't matter. So rather than saying I don't have a big brain, I'm just gonna say I don't have a very dense brain. I don't have a brain with a lot of neural connections. Big Cat Logan, thank you for the follow, and Dex Desync. Hello. Welcome in. I'm a little bit late to the notifications. We got good local, some people will help with rules and even let you go back on plays and stuff. Yeah, they were really nice. I remember everybody is really nice to me. And I'm like, I didn't expect this. I usually expect like people to be really hardcore and mean, because that's what I'm used to when it comes to online gaming. I'm like, most people are really mean online. Excuse me, 1 second. Okay, back from blowing my nose. Yu-Gi-Oh players would watch you flounder and tell that you could have won at yesterday's turn. Smooth brain, I think that's probably what it is. You know what? I think that's still fine, right? As long as they're not talking shit. As long as they're not like sore losers. Because that's what sportsmanship's about, right? You kind of just... Everyone just GG's and they're like, yeah, good game. I lost. If I lost, I lost. It's fine. Pre-releases are casual. Most people are seeing the cards for the first time, so mistakes happen. Oh. Oh, that's what it is. Drink lots of water? I should. Hold on, let me just sip on some water. Maybe I'll chug it. I won't sip it. Excuse me? You had someone eat your card during locals? Explain. Like, physically? Just shove it in their mouths? I did tell people, like, I did tell all my opponents that this is gonna be like my second game or something, or my first game, and so I'm gonna suck at this. So I just told them, like, you're probably gonna win. It probably sounded like a bluff, but at the same time, I'm like, I just wanna tell them I'm gonna be really shit. So don't judge me. Hi Weary, welcome in. Hi Dryas. Good to see you back. Thank you. I'm glad you missed me. Do you guys miss me a lot? People do eat cards? What? Wait, why? Is that what? Why? Not for the nutritional value. Am I being like gaslit to think that people eat cards at a local tournament? I was about to do a 1-turn kill. He says I activate my trap card and sleeves my card and eats it. What? What? What the frick? No, I'm glad that I'm not playing against anybody like this. is the first time I've heard of it. Not even Seto Kaiba would do that. It wasn't like a really rare card, right? Just a regular common. God, I think like if the sportsmanship was that bad, normally, in most cases, if I was running a tournament, I would just kick the person out. I'd be like, you're not eating cards under my watch. You're leaving. You're not welcome here ever again. You're not eating other people's stuff. Thank you for the follow, Blue Boy. He could have just like took it and ripped it apart and like shoved it in his pocket or something. But no, he's like, this is going down my stomach. This is going in my stomach. I'm gonna be digesting this shit. Love your model, by the way. It looks awesome. Thank you. I raked my head and drew my head and my wings. Not my body though. I change outfits very often, so I might not look the same tomorrow. I might look different the next day. Just a different shirt, different pants. If you guys can even see my pants, you guys can't see my pants. He did it to you before as well, and he's still invited to this. They're not disqualifying him. They're not kicking him out. What kind of locals do you even go to? I'm just a floating head. You're right. That's what I am. I'm not gonna show you guys because immersion break. No, I would totally kick that guy out. I don't think the destruction of someone else's property is it's pretty unethical. a very chill one, to be fair. That's a crime, isn't it? You wouldn't want people eating your shit. Anyways, I am kind of glad for it. I really like Riftbound. If anyone, I'd say that like I've kind of been sort of in the TCG scene-ish just by observing it from like a third party. And so far, Riftbound has been probably the most healthiest, nicest from what I've seen. And it could be because there's not a lot of players right now. But also at the same time, I heard from other people that like some people can get really salty in Riftbound. So, and I was going to pre-release it, so who knows? But it's been pretty enjoyable. I do like card game. That would be an insane anime antagonist. They just eat people's cards. Like, yeah, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh's gonna steal that idea. Like, one of the creators of Yu-Gi-Oh is gonna be in chat right now, and they're gonna be like, oh, that's a nice antagonist. Let me just take that idea. Next thing you know, what season is Yu-Gi-Oh on? Like, season 6 of Yu-Gi-Oh or something? They're gonna be like, we're gonna introduce this new villain who just eats people's cards. We're gonna call him Gluttony. Not stealing the idea from Full Metal Alchemist. Yu-Gi-Oh already has the plots of turning people into cards. Yeah, exactly. They need a new idea. Like, that's overused. Yugi's grandpa into the Shadow Realm, turn people into cards. That was overused. They need something new. Card eating. Imagine turning someone into a card and someone eats it. That's technically vor, isn't it? That is vor. This is a Chroma Tire High School bit where the guy eats his pencil. What is a Chroma Tire High School? What is that? Why would a guy eat his pencil? Why are people eating things that shouldn't be eaten? Miki! Thank you for the 2 months. Hello! Hello, welcome in. Good morning. Happy Friday. I'm a little stuffy today, so you're gonna hear Shin! Good morning. Welcome in. Happy Monday. Happy Friday. Welcome in. I am finally back. Yeah. Thank you for the welcome back. We're talking about like eating random things that shouldn't be eaten. Like, I don't know how it went. Okay, we were talking about TCGs, and then Captain was like, yeah, I was facing an opponent who just ate my cards in front of me. I still find that story like the most entertaining thing that I've ever heard. I wish it would never happen to anybody. But still. And then now we're on the topic of eating random things that shouldn't be eaten and destroying people's properties. Are you guys caught up? You really just thought about Vor unprovoked? No, it was provoked. See, someone said there's in Yu-Gi-Oh! You can turn people into cards, and I'm like, well, if someone's been turned into a card and you eat that card, that is Vor. That's quite literally Vor. Don't worry, I was here the entire time. It's so nuts that someone else's card. Oh! Were you lurking? You looking at the random child's toys? Yeah. It probably doesn't even have protein in it. You're like looking at a Digivice or something. You're like, okay, maybe not a Digivice. What do kids play with these days? What are some children's toys these days? The iPad? You're looking at the iPad and you're like, protein. But there's probably no protein in an iPad. You can't eat something digital. It doesn't work. You can't eat Roblox. You can't eat pixels. You get nothing from it. That's just like eating... Oh yeah, bet. What do you mean? You're gonna go eat some pixels right now? Okay, eat it in front of me and tell me how it goes. Give me your full experience of you eating pixels right now, thought synapses. What if you had a picture of meat when you ate it? But then, if you had a picture of meat, it's still just a picture. You're eating the paper. You're eating the picture. You're not eating the actual meat, even though it could look like meat. You're eating the thing that it's on. So it's not quite the same. I'd say it's not quite the same. Tearing out my HDD right now. You're good. While running Roblox? I guess that kind of works. Wait, thought you might be a genius. We can eat Roblox. Keep going. Wait, why are you running your Roblox on your HDD? Why aren't you running on your SSD? What are you even storing in HDD? That's like eating your documents on your music file, your empty music file. Your folder, your music folder, sorry, my bad. Your video folder. There's a gif of a kitten licking a picture of bacon. That's kind of cute. It's not bacon though, it's just a picture. The things don't really correlate. I consume electrons stored in path on the silicone. I consume light. Is that the experience you're having right now? Because it sounds awfully poetic. That could go inside a book. That could be the ending. That's the last sentence of a chapter. I consume electrons stored in path upon the silicone. I consume light, and it just ends that way. And you're like, oh shit, gotta flip the next page. I need to know what's going on. I consume light, and you're like, huh? I love that. My nieces and nephews don't have anything but tablets. It's kind of sad, isn't it? I mean, at the same time, there's so much in a tablet. And it makes sense too. I'm trying to put myself in a parent's shoes. If I had a child, not to say that, I'm never gonna have one, but if in a far off, distant, parallel world, I had a child, how would I entertain that child? How would you guys entertain that child? I just send them outside, right? Like, you could easily be like, yeah, touch some grass. But it's like, what do they do outside? Because, okay, malls, boring. They have to spend money and everything's inflated. Sticks and stones, draw pictures in the dirt. Become an artist. You're gonna hunt? You're gonna make them hunt? No, that's destroying nature. I remember when I was babysitting, I did give people, I mean, they are people. I gave children crayons and paper, and I said, draw. And then I left them to do my own thing in a different room. I was the worst babysitter. But that could be a thing, right? I remember them coming up to me going like, Ark, I'm bored. I'd be like, here's some more paper. They're like, is there something else we could do? You can tell how much I hate children. Take that kid to a park, they will run around for hours. Maybe. That's what parks are for. That's what playgrounds are for, you're right. But you can't do that all the time. Like, it's not, because they need constant entertainment. They are children after all, which means that their brains need to be constantly stimulated. I mean, like for adults, I guess. But for us, our way of stimulating the brain is very different from like a child. So you can't just like give them an article online about like the hantavirus and be like, be entertained, right? Even though, I mean, I can't be entertained by like an article on the hantavirus, but like I'm still doing something. I'm still reading. But you can't treat the child the same way and be like, now read up on the hantavirus and tell me all about it, right? They need something else. Some books, maybe. I feel like they would get bored of books. Unless they're really good at reading and they're like, I can understand every single passage in here. Older video game consoles, toys. I think older video game consoles is a good idea, but Nintendo just needs to re-release them. Like, give us back the Game Boy Color. Give us back the Game Boy Advance. The best, oh my god, I remember I had such a good time playing Pokemon Fire Red. Didn't sleep. Didn't sleep the entire night. I got it and I was like, I need to finish this game. But it would be way better than having them browse the internet and go on YouTube. They just need games. I think they just need something to like... Maybe like utilize their creativity a little bit. Like make them think. Come up with random things. Give them Tomodachi Life. I do think that Tomodachi Life is probably one of the best kid games right now. Because they're like, I can make my own OCs. I can make another person. It will fuel my creativity. It will make me think. It'll make me want to interact with other people. Cocomelon? I don't know what that is. I keep hearing it. What is Cocomelon? Color kind of sucks when playing in the dark, and I think that's a good thing. Which means that you don't play in the dark because it's terrible for your eyes. Once the sun sets, it's over. Just go to bed. Do your homework or something. Go sleep. See, I think that's probably one of the bad things about a Nintendo... Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, Nintendo Game Boy Advance when it first came out, or the Game Boy with a... Hold on. Game Boy Color. Game Boy... No, it was Game Boy, and then Game Boy Color, and then Game Boy Advance, and then Game Boy Advance SP, right? That's the order of release? So when the lights were first introduced to handheld consoles, I remember I was like in my bedroom in the dark playing this game for hours at a time, and it was probably terrible for my eyes. I was playing this under my covers so that my parents wouldn't see. They couldn't tell that the lights were on. Cocomelon? It's overstimulating for the brain of a child and not very good for development. Let me Google this. What is Cocomelon? Cocomelon. Ugh. Let's count 5 little ducks. Cocomelon nursery rhymes. Oh, it's a show. Oh, that's what it is. What should kids watch these days? Advanced SV. Yeah, it's a folding GBA. It looks like my Samsung flip phone. Like when I first got my Samsung Flip, all my roommates were like, "Ark, you left your Game Boy in the living room. Ark, here's your game." Like every time they saw my phone, they'd be like, "Here, look, it's your Game Boy." It's not a Game Boy, it's my phone, but like it kind of looks like it. Better to raise them around. So they shouldn't be watching anything at all. Cocomelon in research that contains sound stimulus as equivalent of drugs for kids, and it's addicting. Oh. I need to look for this. Hold on. Cocomelon research study on kids. APP website Forbes. What do I click? Reddit. Okay, here it is. Encourages kids to have bad attention spans by switching frames every half a second. So, like, it develops ADHD. That's why I have ADHD. Not because of Cocomelon, because I used to, like, do multiple things at once. And at first I was like, wow, this is such a great superpower. I used to play like 5 games at once. 5 games on my screen, and I would switch between them like all the time. And I was like, I feel so productive. Then I realized how bad it was for my brain, so it stopped. And it was only pretty recently that I stopped doing that. Because I can't concentrate on anything anymore. Every time I want to read a 8-paragraph passage article, my brain just shuts off. It's like, we're not doing that. You're not reading this. I've been watching Cocomelon as an adult. You caught me red-handed. That's what I've been doing. That's why I have ADHD now. Yeah, or like watching YouTube with Subway Surfers. Like old grandma plays Minecraft while like there's someone talking in the background. Listening to podcasts and music, Mozart in the background. What was it? What was that meme? Like you're listening to Mozart and something else in the background while you work. Reading 2 different articles at the same time, brain, why? I know. You actually can't concentrate. Whoa, 500 babies! That's a lot of babies! Who's giving birth to all these babies? Tell me there's several mothers and not just one singular mother. Is Jaruna giving birth to all these babies? What the hell? That's a lot of babies! Jaruna giving birth to 500 babies! Hello guys, welcome in. Welcome into an ARK stream. I hope you guys had a really good stream. Single boss bug I fought kept birthing more. Okay, so it's not you. Phew! You're not the one giving birth to all the babies. Oh, thank goodness. I was like, well, that's really hard labor. That would get you sent to the hospital, perhaps. But at the same time, Jaruna has is like a, what are they called? A bunny slug? Snow bunny? Bunny slug? What are they called? Sea slug bunny? So I don't know how sea slugs give birth. Maybe I shouldn't get it. I'm not gonna get into it. Sorry. I apologize. I'm sea bunny. There we go. Cause it's like white, and I was like, it's like a snow bunny-ish. Don't arc me. Don't arc me. We're just doing just chatting stream here. Welcome to the ARK Radio. Thank you for the gifted sub. Thank you very much. Thank you for the follows, guys, by the way. I am back after a really long break. I got my 2 wisdom teeth removed, so I couldn't talk. My jaws were stiff. I tried to stream one time, and I was like, I can't do this. I was like pretty drugged up. I kept trying to sleep. And so I'm finally back and I can kind of move my jaw again. I can yawn without much discomfort. But I feel like it's been a year because the moment I started stream today, I forgot how to do anything. I was like, I have to change a category for my streams? I have to change the title of my stream? Why is there a mature rating on my stream saying violent depictions? Like, I forgot about all of that. Soul Reaper, hello. Welcome in. We're talking about, as a recap, we were talking about children being exposed to brain rot, which is basically me. I'm the brain rot, guys. Children should not be watching me. But I was probably one of those children, and like my brain was messed up because of it. Madame Jorce was here. Greetings to you, Madame X-Ark. Hello, Jorce. Welcome in. Madame Jorce. Is it Jahorse? My brain is telling me to read that as Jahorse, but I know it's not. One of the characters is silent. It's either horse or Jahorse. No, horse or Jorce. Speaking of brain rot, my favorite is Mozart 2 times speed in the Bible, Chinese spinning around you at 80 audio, and you really gotta listen to Ark. I think I saw a meme like that, similar. I think it was a Korean meme about like Mozart in the Bible while you work or something. And honestly, it really does something to my brain. It really does, and it feels good. It feels really good. And so I remember that's probably why I started doing it more, because it's so addicting. Having so many things thrown at you at once. And you're like, yes, brain stimulation. Yes, my brain is moving. Yes, there's things going on. And the more you do it, the more your brain's like, I need constant stimulation. If I don't stimulate it, I'm just going to die. In Minecraft, I'm just going to die. Get infinite dopamine, exactly. And then you just keep wanting more and more and more. And I think that's where ADHD stems from. Like, okay, honestly, when I was a kid, I wasn't this bad. It was only when I got older, in adult ages, where I'm like, oh yes, the internet is like really complicated. There's a lot of things on here. I can like do multiple things at once. I can have so much progress. And it helped me a lot when I was working in tech support, when I was like answering phone calls and like typing up emails at the same time, like going through 10 different tickets at the same time. I was like, hell yeah, you know, progress. I'm doing so much work. But then I would make so many mistakes. That was the problem. I would like make shitty human mistakes. And I was like, wait, maybe I should just like lock into one thing at once. And maybe it's not really a superpower. Hi Danish, thank you for the 22 months of support. 22 is a big ass number. My goodness. Yeah, we're back. We're so back. You can just chill too. If not, you're reversible. You can chill too. If not, you're reversible. What do you mean by that? I think there's a way to reverse ADHD, and that's what I'm trying to do right now. Every time I feel like there's too much stimulation, I take a break. I walk to a wall and I just stare at it. No, I like meditate and I do yoga. I lie down on the floor and I pull my legs up. That's what I do. And I'm like, wait, this is helping me release my fascia as well. For people who don't know, fascia is like the tissue around your muscles. And it keeps growing. And if there's an overgrowth, it causes chronic pain. That's why like old people have chronic pain. And that's why people are inflexible, because of like, you know, the ongoing fascia. The ongrowing fascia. And so I'm like, okay, let me stretch out my muscles. Let me stretch out the fascia. Let me just do some stretches. And I just don't think about anything. Reading books helps. It does, yeah. You're right. You're completely right about that. I've been reading a new book. It's more like an old book. I've been reading an old book that I didn't get to finish because I didn't have the capacity, the focus capacity for it. Yeah, detoxing. That's a good word. Detoxing. I've been reading books out loud and actually making myself read the full words and each individual words so that I can lock in. Kika Wolf, hello, thank you for the follow. And then when I started doing that, I realized how much I've underappreciated English as a language. Because I'm like, wow, these words are so pretty. These words are so pretty together. And when you put them all together, it forms a really nice poetic sentence. Like for instance, let me just go through this. I'm reading this one book called Marina by my favorite author, Carlos Ruiz Zafón. And the reason why I didn't finish this is because I couldn't get into the main character. He was like a 16-year-old kid who was a pervert. And I was like, yeah, this is too much for me. It was more like, it felt like men writing women. But at the same time, now I'm taking another look at it. And I'm like, yeah, all 16-year-old kids are like perverted. Like that's just how it is, right? Like they're always thinking about sex or something. But like the last line in the prologue is like, we all have this secret buried under lock and key in the attic of our soul. The attic of our soul, and this is mine. And I was like, wow, that's such a nice way to put it. The attic of our soul. I love that. Practice your speed reading too. I don't like speed reading. I stopped. Rather than speed reading, it's more like practicing my slow reading. Now I can finally start to articulate a little bit more, so I stop slurring my words. Because I am using, as you guys can see, you guys are in the stream right now. I have a captions feature. And if I talk too fast, if I start speed reading and I end up learning how to talk way too fast, the captions don't. They're gonna be like, what is Ark saying? Now she's slurring everything. Instead of saying hantavirus, now she's saying hentai virus. And we don't want that. Nice to know I'm still young-ish. What is it? The chronological... Someone said something along the lines of like, age is not a chronological thing, but it's the way that you live your life. Something along the lines of that. It's not that exactly, but like that was the meaning of it, and that stuck with me. I read that yesterday online somewhere. Someone said that, and I was like, wow, I didn't think about that. So depending on how you view your body, the way you live, your daily life is how you should view your age. That's why Ark is so old. I'm just a boomer at the end of the day. I'm just a hag. So like if you start living your life like a 60-year-old and you start thinking that you're 60, you will be 60. You will feel like you're 60. And if you start living your life as a 30-year-old, you will feel a little like younger. Maybe you won't like exactly, because maybe your joints will start hurting, but at the same time it's kind of like a mentality thing. You will actually physically feel it. Probably oh, my knees hurt, but I still want to play tennis. Excuse me. You're still 60. I think it's a preservation thing. I think it could be a mental thing as well. I do think the placebo effect is real. To a certain extent. To a certain extent, I think placebo effect is real. So if like you kind of have this mindset that you want to do something and you can do it, you will be able to do it. If you keep thinking that you can't do this, everything sucks, you suck at this, you're never gonna get good, then it's also you won't get good, and that probably affects like the insides of your body as well. If you think you're gonna recover from this cold, or you're gonna recover from this injury or whatever, you will actively try to do something that will help you recover. But if you keep thinking that, no, I can't move my legs anymore, I'm just old, I'm 6 years old, I can't, there's no way I can walk for like a mile anymore, then you will just, you know, turn into a potato and keep being a potato. Kind of thing, I don't know. And probably your brain chemistry is also does something. Blueberry. Ah! I love that fruit. Thank you very much for the follow. And Midnight Voorhees, welcome in. play chess now so you can be the famous elder in the hood. That was my grandpa. That was my grandpa. So a little bit of Ark lore. One of my neighbors was the grand chess master of the nation. And she taught me all about chess. And like my grandfather also played with her a lot. And like they were both really, really into it. And I remember I hated playing with my grandpa because he would take forever to do like one move. So I remember like asking my grandpa to play chess with me, and we would just sit in the living room and he would take like 5 minutes for one turn, and I would get so bored. I would be like, I just want to do something else. And then I'd like deliberately lose because I'm like, I can't wait anymore. Buy a timer. I know I should. Yeah, the chess clock, the chess timer. But my chess teacher, my grandmaster chess neighbor, right? She was fast at it. Like she had all of the strategies memorized, and then I remember her chess lessons were brutal because she would have a whole book on this. She'd be like, memorize every single strategy. If someone does this move, you have to do this to counter it. And I'm like, it doesn't feel fun anymore. And so like I stopped. It was mostly my parents made her babysit me because she also had a kid around my age. So like we would just, chill. Her kid's a genius, by the way. I don't know what the hell he's doing right now, but like he's really smart. But yeah, like we would just play chess together and I would always lose. I was like, this is not fun anymore. I don't want to do it. But like it made me good at chess. It made me like strategize a little bit, and like there's a little bit of thinking going on with, or maybe not a little bit, there's a lot of thinking going on with chess. So it developed my brain in a good way. So I would say, yeah, chess is probably a good way to like entertain or keep a child busy if you're doing something, instead of just being like, here's an iPad. Hello Celeste, welcome in. It's been a while. Been a week. Happy Friday. Sorry, I'm blowing my nose a lot. The game of Go as well. Yeah, she was actually okay. So my neighbor was good at Go. She's good at chess. She was good at Chinese chess. She was good at like every single checkers and chess there was in this world. Like she just knew everything. So like every day would be like a different chess class. And then eventually she opened up her own chess class, like, and then my parents would like bring me to her chess classes. Like she rented out a space, a studio or whatever, where all these kids are learning chess. And then because I called her auntie when I was a child. I called her auntie all the time. And then when I went to her chess classes, she would always have to remind me, stop calling me auntie. You're calling me teacher here. And I'd be like, okay, auntie. And she'd get really, really mad. How's your teeth doing? Well, they're gone. So they're probably like suffering in the trash can right now, rotting away. But my jaws are fine now. I have like pretty bad bruising on my cheeks. They've turned yellow. I didn't realize how yellow they were. And it's still kind of uncomfortable to open my mouth. Like it feels like there's some foreign object in my mouth, but I think it's just scar tissue. But every time I open my mouth, I feel something weird. But before, I couldn't even open it. It was just like, I had like lockjaw or whatever. It's not lockjaw. It's just my jaws were so stiff that every time I opened it, tried to talk, it would sound like this, and then I would just talk like this all the time. And it was also because my tongue was swollen as well. So like everything, my entire mouth area was just swollen. It was pretty bad. But like, I'm kind of glad it was only for a week. It felt like a year. You know when you don't enjoy something, it just feels longer? That's exactly what happened to me. So it just felt like a year of suffering, but now I think it's fine. Oh my god, first day was torture. So they don't tell you this when you get your wisdom teeth removed, or when you go through general anesthesia. I was talking to my friends. I had a friend who also got her wisdom teeth removed last year or something. And then she was like, yeah, it's so easy. They just put you to sleep, right? And they just take it out. And then you wake up and everything is over and you don't even feel anything. I'm like, oh, is it really that good? And she's like, yeah. And like the only part that's like suffering is just the recovery phase because you can't eat anything. I'm like, oh, that sounds great. I mean, not great in a sense where it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be relaxing the whole time. But she was like, it's not bad. And so I was like, okay. So I went in there going like, I'm kind of excited to remove my wisdom teeth because they've been messing with me for like the past year. Cause like I would get random I would get random pains. I had them for like around a decade. Random pains, very like discomfort around my wisdom teeth, and they were also a food trap. So like every time I finished eating, I would have to like take a toothpick and like shove all the food out. It was really annoying. And whenever I went to a restaurant outside in public, every time I finished eating, I'd be like, yeah, let me just use the bathroom and like try to like hope that no one's around so I could like take the food out of my teeth. Like I had a miserable experience for the past decade of like, it wasn't that bad, first world problems, but still it was very inconvenient. I was like, I'm so glad I don't have to do this anymore. And so they told me the entire procedure. They put me in the chair and they're like, oh yeah, it's gonna be fine. Just breathe into the mask with the anesthesia gas. And so I fell asleep and they're like, yeah, we're gonna shove a tube down your throat so that you can breathe and whatever. But the moment I woke up, oh my god, it was not great. It wasn't the fact that I was in pain. I mean, it was. But it wasn't like my jaws that were in pain. It wasn't that my teeth were gone, like my gums that were in pain. It was my throat. It was my esophagus. It was the tube. It was the tube that was the most painful. I felt like I had COVID all over again. Like it just hurt. My throat hurt so bad. And so, thank you for the follow. But they came up, the nurses came up to me. They're like, oh, you're awake. Can we get you anything? And I was like, I had tears running down my face. I was like, I need water. I was like, water, please. And they're like, what? And I was like, oh. So like, they're like, you want Freezy instead? I'm like, I don't care. In my head, I was like, I don't care. Just give me something. I'm like, just need some sort of liquid. And so like, she's like, you want Freezy? I'm like, okay. And so, yeah, she gives me a Freezy and then just like try not to suck, and I was like really trying hard not to, but I was like, my throat hurts. And I get home. Before I was able to drink any water, I was like, here's the thing, because I was crying a lot, that I had phlegm build up in my throat, and it could be because of the pain as well, that I had a lot of phlegm. But because everything is frozen, like my jaw was frozen, my throat was frozen, my tongue was frozen. I couldn't feel my tongue. I didn't know where my tongue and my mouth was. Then I couldn't swallow. So I had all this phlegm that was stuck in my throat and I couldn't swallow it. Elizaris, hello, welcome in. I'm recalling my story, retelling my story of what happened on the day of me pulling my teeth out. So TLDR, my throat hurt. Came home, a lot of phlegm because of my crying, and I couldn't swallow it, and plus it had blood that was coming out of my gums, and so that was getting mixed in with all of that phlegm in my throat and my snot. Like, I was snotty as well because I was crying, and so I had like bloody phlegm and bloody mucus like that was just dripping out of me, and I kept choking on it because I couldn't swallow, so I kept like coughing, like choking coughing on bloody phlegm for like the first 4 hours. It was so bad. And my roommates gave me like a bin for me to like cough out anything that I needed to cough out, and I just sat there. My cats were like so confused. They were so scared. Every time I like choked, they would like start running. They'd be like, no, and then they would like slowly approach me and be like, I'm guessing they're thinking, is Ark okay? But they were like very conscious around me. Like they didn't come anywhere near me, but they just kept looking at a distance. And every time I moved a little bit, they'd like start freaking out. Woke up halfway through when I got my wisdom teeth removed and basically just had 1.5 tooth removed while fully conscious. Oh no, that's even worse. Oh no, I would hate for that to happen. I don't like that. VTuber bloody phlegm and VTuber mucus, yeah. And I didn't really, okay, so someone already told me that. I was talking to I'll just let you guys know. Whatever. I was talking to Crystal Blitz about this because, like, most people have already gotten their wisdom teeth removed. And he's like, yeah, you're going to be choking on blood for a long time. I was like, no. I'm like, are you sure? Like, in my head, I was like, are you sure? I'm like, I'm not. Right? But no, I was actually just choking on blood. You know, swallow? I couldn't swallow. I couldn't swallow because my throat, my tongue was frozen. And every time I tried to swallow, I would choke. Yeah, I was like, are you sure about that? And then like, yeah, my expectations just flew out of the window. It was really bad. So like the second day wasn't too bad, like, but I still had a really sore. It was like a mix of everything. The first 2 days are horrible. They say that the third day was bad. The third day is usually the day with the most amount of pain and uncomfort. But I was like, it wasn't as bad as the first day. Because it's not even the pain on my jaws that was bothering me the most. It was like my throat pain. It was the general anesthesia, whatever, the tube that they shoved down my throat that made me hurt the most. And with no matter how much like Tylenol 3 I was taking, ibuprofen I was taking, like it didn't tune down my pain. It didn't dial down my pain, so it was just a lot of throat pain. Apparently when I got my wisdom teeth out, I had shattered my wisdom teeth to get them out so my jaw was fucking sore. Oh yeah, it's usually like that. For both of my teeth, they had to shatter it. And I think that's just the standard procedure. So I was taking a look at, this might get a little bit gory for some of you guys, so like cover your ears. You can feel free to leave stream if this is too much. But I heard that there's like 3 different common types of wisdom teeth removal. One of them is when it just started forming, and that one's really easy because they just make a small incision in your gums and they just pop it out because it's not attached to anything at that point. It's not near any of your teeth, it's not near any of your nerves, and that's when you should probably get it out, when it actually starts forming. The second easiest is when it's fully out and they just pull it. They just pull it because it's not bothering any of your nerves, or it's not close to any of your teeth. It's like a normal tooth, and they can just extract it. So like that happened to my first 2 wisdom teeth, where I just went to my roommate and they helped me they just yanked it out, and it just took like a good minute. It was really fast. Like it didn't feel like anything. They just took it out, and I didn't have that whole like choking on blood shit that happened with my lower wisdom teeth. So that's why I thought wisdom teeth removal was okay, and it was fine because my first session with my roommate was like a-okay. But they're like, we can't do your bottom ones because they're impacted. So this is where the third type of wisdom teeth removal comes in, is when they're fully out and they're impacted and they're close to your nerves and they're touching your other teeth. That's when they have to use a chisel and hammer and saw it apart, break it into like bits and pieces and take it out because it's so close to everything else that Greatasaur, hello, welcome in. We're just doing a recap on how to break open teeth. Sorry, a gory description. And so they have to break it out in order to take it out because it gets really dangerous if they just try to maneuver that tooth around everywhere, because it's going to be like in the way of all this other stuff. Yeah, fully grown in, weave with the nerves, kind of like merged with your jawbone sometimes. If you get really old, like your bones get hard and it's even more difficult to remove. So that's what happened with my bottom wisdom teeth. It was a lot difficult to remove than my top wisdom teeth, and so that's why my roommates dentists were saying, yeah, they're not going to do it, and they're just going to refer me to a oral surgeon. I kept mine. Seems like it has to remove them. At first I wanted to keep mine, but then I had them for a decade and they kept giving me problems. So I was like, it's finally time to get rid of them. Like I really wanted to get rid of them. Because the week before I got my wisdom teeth removal, I had a slight infection with my bottom left wisdom tooth. Because it was getting, it kept pushing onto other stuff. And so my body didn't like it, and so it's like, it's time to fill up your gums with puss. Sorry, that was too specific, but it was gross, and it hurt a lot. I was getting headaches, and also a mixture of I didn't have my coffee, I didn't have my caffeine, and so I had caffeine withdrawal with the pain from my wisdom tooth, and so I went to see the dentist and my roommate, and she was like, yeah, you just have a slight infection. It's not because of cavities. It's just because your wisdom tooth is like pushing against everything. And so I was like, oh God, I thought I had a really bad cavity there. And I was like, a cavity would have sucked because it meant that I wouldn't be able to drink my orange juices or any of my coffee, because coffee is acidic, because it's really acidic and it like destroys your teeth. So that's why I went on a coffee, like a no coffee diet for like 2-3 days, because I thought it was a cavity, and I was like, maybe it's finally time for me to remove it, because I just didn't want another infection. I didn't want another uncomfortable situation. Bro God, hello, welcome in. Have you had any coffees? I'm having my coffee right now. I'm having my coffee. On the first few days I didn't have coffee because they recommended you not to. Don't have any really hot liquids because it's gonna disrupt the blood clot from forming. And now it's fine. Everything's all covered up. I mean, there's still 2 massive holes in my jaw, in my gums, but it's not, like it's covering the wound. The wound is covered. There we go. The wound is covered, so like I can have my coffee now. I miss my daily yapper. That's me. Glad you're doing okay now. Me too. Thanks. I'm doing somewhat okay. It's still kind of uncomfortable, but I'm doing all right. Excuse me. Cold brew coffee is 70% less acidic than normal coffee, by the way. I didn't know that. I mean, I should know it because people, I mean, I've noticed that cold brew is less bitter than regular coffee, which it makes sense now that it's less acidic and less oils compared to hot water. That makes sense. I could have just gone with cold brew instead of going on a no coffee diet. I love coffee. I need my coffee every day. It's like, it fuels my bloodstream. It fuels my life. Without coffee, I'm just an empty, hollow husk. No coffee, no alcohol, no pick-at food. What is pick-at food? I've been without alcohol for a good amount of time now, so I think I'm pretty clean. Finally, no alcohol. I remember, like, every time I invite my friends over, they see a whiskey bottle that's just sitting in the kitchen. Everyone's like, yeah, we know that one's Ark. That one belongs to Ark. This is Ark's bottle of whiskey. I used to have that bottle sitting on my desk. It's really bad. And I remember when my friends came over, everyone would laugh at me. Everyone would be like, hey, why do you have a whiskey bottle sitting on your desk? That's hilarious. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm an alcoholic. But yeah, I'm pretty clean now. Where will I go? Who will I be without coffee? No, Ark is not the same without coffee. It would be constant headaches. Piquant? I still don't know what that is. Hold on. I don't know that English word. Interesting. Let me Google it. I'm learning new things again. Is that how I pronounce it? Spicy. Oh. Okay, let's listen to it. It's French. It's piquant. Wait, hold on. That's a French word? Honestly, I didn't really abide by those rules too much for the spicy because I love my kimchi. And it's probably bad because kimchi itself has all these pepper flakes in them as well. And those are probably getting stuck in my teeth. But I'm like, what is... Okay, kimchi is also one of those things where I'm like, I need to have it at least once every 2 days. I always have a big tub of kimchi at home. I'm like, I need it. I put it in everything. Because that is my main source of probiotic and fiber. Because a lot of people I'd say like most people around me, they don't eat a lot of veggies. So I'm like, I need something. X-Ark is not the same without her wisdom teeth. Are you sure? You sure about that? Did I change at all? I feel like I'm still the same person. Right? There's no changes on me. You guys couldn't even see my wisdom teeth before. Are you guys looking? Hold on. I actually have a bottom row of teeth, but I don't know if you guys can see it. You guys can see it. Ah. Can you tell that my wisdom teeth are gone? Hold on, let me get closer. Gotta see if the windows are still... The wisdoms are still there. Okay. There's like... I think they're just my molars. Right? Defanged. No! If you take out my fangs, I won't be Ark anymore. The whole point of me is my fangs. Like that's my trademark. Shimola Malars till I teeth. See, okay, there's a few trademark parts of my body that make me me. And I think it's my ears and it's my teeth. Right? Because sometimes I take away my hair clips. Sometimes I take away my earrings. Sometimes I take away my face accessories. It is not even my eyes because there's been times where I've showed up with red eyes before. You think it's the wings? You think it's my eyes? Okay, what makes Ark Ark? I hate saying that. It's like going like Ark 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 Ark. I feel like a seal. What makes Ark Ark? The dragon. You guys can't even see the dragon feet. Trademarks the wisdom teeth, so once I remove it, it's gone. No! The face accessories and the horns are vital, in my opinion. I should just keep those on forever because not a lot of people have what I have. Don't you realize when I take off the accessories, I just like become not Ark anymore? Your general off-the-mill VTuber is the eyes and the face tats. I'm kind of pushing the boundaries of what I think I am. Like there's been times I'm just like the other girls. No! Yeah, there's been some times where I take off something and I'm like, does this feel weird? Feels strange? No, it's fine. I remember I got rid of my face accessories for my April Fool's stream. And I remember someone in chat was like, you look like you got punched in the eye. And I'm like, is that what it is? The vampire stream? It looks like you got punched in the eye. Is it because it distracts you from the eye makeup that I have? Like my face accessories distract you from my eyeshadow? Because I do have very, very dark eyeshadow. But then once you get rid of the face accessories, it's like, yeah, it's just the dark eyeshadow becomes very prominent. Those are black eyes. No, I didn't get punched in the face, guys. that's my makeup. Yeah, like right before stream, every single stream, I'm like, I asked my roommates, I'm like, oh, can you punch me in the eyes before I start stream, so I can look the part, so I can get my trademark in. Those are accessories the whole time. Okay, let me just zoom in. Guys, you guys see them? They're not really tats. They're like mechanical metal parts. I probably have to move them a little. They're like my dragon bits. So yeah, no, they're not tats. Same material as my hair accessories. Like scales. Technically, yeah. I'm like an artificial dragon, so I'm like they're not real scales. I'm fake dragon. I'm fake. Like an eye tracker from a mecha anime? Yeah, exactly. I can remove them at any time. They're all removable. Just like my earrings. Headcanoning as face tats for real. I mean, they do kind of look like face tats from far. And I never really bothered to say that they're not, because like they could be interpreted that way. Like I'm not really anal about like what is what, because honestly I don't know either. Like what am I? What are these things on my face? I can't even describe them properly. Like I don't have a name for them. So like even now when I'm trying to describe them, I'm like they're just these mechanical scale parts, scale thingies. Do they have a name? I don't know. You can keep calling them face tats if you want. Hello, Hasa. Yeah, they're just the thingy things. You know what? Great name. We're gonna stick with that. The thingy things on my face and the thingy things on my head. The thingy things on my ears. Those thingy things on my head. Hello, fake dragon. It's me. Thank you for the 20 months, Hasa. 20. Big double digit second. The big 2. The thingy things with the doodads or the thingamajig and yeah. Whatever, yeah, those things. The thingy things lying to fly through the thingy thing with the clouds. I love English. I love English. I love it when you don't know a word and you just replace it with a thingy thing. The thingy things, the thingamabobs. What if I just start speaking like that from now on? I'm gonna get a stroke and forget how to speak. And then the next thing you know, I start streaming like, hey guys, welcome to the thingy thing stream. By the way, I tell a story and I'm like, yeah, this thing happened. I took the thingy thing and then I did the thingy thing to it. And then next thing you know, it just the thingy thinged out of existence. So thingy thingy on my thingy thingy until thingy thingy the doohickey. My Kamiyoshi's lore gets more interesting by the day. It's just thingy things. That's just how the thingy things go. The doobadoo is doing the woodoo. That's why English is great. You can replace words and it works. Yeah, like you can replace verbs with nouns. It's so strange. Like I could turn thought synapses into a verb. Wait, what would be a good example? He just thought synapsised on the floor. He just thought synapsised in the toilet. And then you'd be like, yeah, I understand what Ark is talking about. What is that? Are those lyrics? 1,000 followers 1 year ago. Today. What, really? Really? It's my 1,000 follower anniversary? Does it tell you? Does it tell you on the screen? How do you know? I followed you that day. Oh. Oh, and today is your 12 month. Oh, everything makes sense. Wait. Yeah, okay, yeah, everything makes sense now. I was here, chat. You were in the 1000. Yeah, you unfollowed me and then refollowed me. I remember this. Man, it's been so long. It's almost my second year. It's almost my second year. June 17th is gonna be second year streaming. I don't even know what to do for you guys, man. We can do like sub goals. I want to release a second model as well. I want to release an ARC 2.0, and it's not gonna be. I'm gonna set your expectations right now. The 2.0, there's not gonna be a lot of changes. It's just gonna be fixes on my model and different hairstyles, and maybe another outfit. Because I've retired my old outfit already, as you guys already know. Like the 1.0 ARC is like, I mean, she's still here. I still like her, but I get so bored. And then I'm like, I just kind of quietly retired her. This is like a ARC 1.5 right now. This is ARC 1.5. So I want to keep the same face because I know you guys really like these eyes, and I also really like these eyes because I worked really hard on these eyes. The model, I guess, it has like the most amount of work is in these eyes. The jacket is so peak. We could bring that back, but like a little bit differently. See, here's the thing. I want to respect myself as an artist. In the 1.0 model, the jacket was so hard to draw. Okay, I was the one who created it and I still can't draw it. I have to keep referring back to my model and be like, how does this go again? There's so many different parts to it that I'm like, I've never drawn my jacket. Maybe I drew it once. I probably drew it one time in my own fan art. A fan of myself, how cringe. But I did draw it one time and I was like, never again. Or I guess it would be the second time because I drew my model. That was the first time. You like the spinal thing in the middle? What if we keep that for the 2.0? What if we added that in 2.0? We could. You look like that vampire girl from Hotel Transylvania. Oh, I know who you're talking about. What's your name again? There's so much porn of her online. Sorry. That's not the correlation I wanted. But yeah. I can sort of see is Mavis, is that her name? Same hair, I guess. Short hair. What do you know? I'm an artist. I see everything. I follow artists. I follow a lot of artists. Crazy thing to say immediately after. I'm just making an observation and I don't have filters. I don't have like word filters in my head. That's why I'm like, if you were to give me, you know, someone suggested under stream suggestions, should let me pause. I need to reset my brain. I forgot how to speak. Suggestions. Someone suggested under stream suggestions on the Discord channel of me doing that like R34 like guess who has the most amount of porn drawn for the characters, and I'm like, I would totally beat everybody. I'm like, I know I know how much porn there is for the characters. I just know. That's just how it is. Sometimes when you're drawing art, sometimes when you're doing commissions, you have to look at references, and you're like, I can sort of see. I can get a good idea just from looking at some character design sometimes and seeing how popular a series is. I'm like, yeah, I know. I feel like I know the number. Maybe not the exact number, but then I can make a good comparison with another character and be like, yeah, I know which character has the most amount of not safe for work art. The R34 guesser is heavily skewed towards whatever. It's heavily skewed towards furry art. It kind of is. guess. I imagine there's a lot of furry art. There's a lot of it. It's not hard to intuit based on how people are. Yeah. Yeah. I'm probably not the best at it, but I think I have a good idea. Ah, yes, this goes in the homework folder. I hate how accurate that is. Oh no! Okay, you caught me. I don't have a homework folder, but I do have like I have a bookmarks folder. And I'm like, I like I like the way this artist drew dick. Saves. Puts it in a folder. I'm like, I can't follow this artist on Twitter because I don't want people to know that I follow not safe for work artists. So I kind of just have them bookmarked. I have them bookmarked. I'm like, I know where to find them. Just make it personal. I used to have one. I should have just kept it. Maybe that's what I should do. I got rid of it. Here's the thing. There's one point in time where I got so pissed at Twitter and Elon Musk and all the, you know, the whole like image AI stuff that happened. I was like so annoyed that I was like, I'm gonna take a break from Twitter, and then I ended up deleting my personal Twitter as well. I regret that so bad because I had so much art on there. I had a lot of fan art on there. And like a lot of personal stuff too. All my RL friends were like connected to that one account as well. And then I went to Blue Sky, and then it was like, it's the same everywhere. Everyone's just like, I just got annoyed. I got annoyed at Blue Sky as well. And then I came back and I was like, oh, well, I can't go back. I tried to recover my old alt account and it just didn't work. Twitter was like, yeah, we deleted it permanently because they weren't back here for like 30, I think it was like a 30 days thing. Like if you don't recover your account within 30 days, it's gone. So like it was gone. And I was like, whatever, it's fine. It was really hard to manage too. It's hard to manage a fan account and to manage a main account at the same time. So a part of me is just going, I'll just be horny on main, whatever. But not that horny. You guys can't see all of it. That's why I have bookmarks. That's why I have a browser with bookmark features. Me when I like the X-Ark tentacle art. That's kind of fun to draw. It's for those who don't know, there's not actual tentacle art. I mean, it's technically tentacle art, but it's not really tentacle art. I feel bad for my mutuals whenever I comment on not safe for work art. Me too! That's why I don't follow them, and I'm like, I have to keep this account clean and professional. I'll maybe blur the edges a little bit. Like just a tiny bit, but no, we're not gonna go that far. I would say it is because it's like edgy, still has tentacles, you know what I mean? Yeah, yeah, that's me blurring the edges. I would say that's me blurring the edges, and outside of that, I'm like, that's how far I'm gonna go. Welcome back, nerd. Thanks, nerd. Thanks, fellow nerd. Hello, Nico. My first days were torture. I don't know how you did. So, Nico, like the last time I streamed, not the last time, the second last time I streamed, Nico came in, he was like, oh yeah, I started eating steak on the second day. I just immediately started eating steak after getting my wisdom teeth removed. And I was like, okay, it can't be that bad. It was bad. I couldn't eat steak. I don't know how you were able to do it. Nico, you're so strong. You're so strong for doing that. It was torture for me. Papador, hello, welcome in. Wait a breath. No, this is just Nico being Nico. Why do you make me sound like a chud? Sorry. Dang, why do you make me sound like a chud? I don't know how you sound like. I'm kidding. Yeah, okay, Nico doesn't sound like that. Nico has a very pleasant voice. But I had to. That's my way of doing vocal impressions because I suck at them. I make him sound old. And oh, Chad, no. It kind of sounds metal. Should we just keep doing that? Nico, because nobody knows how you sound like right now. That's just gonna be your default voice. Until you start streaming or unless you put your voice out there on the internet, that's how I'm gonna read out your messages. Hope you're feeling better. Thanks. I am. My jaw is still uncomfortable from opening, but like it's not bad. A recorded sound effect for your Discord. Okay, we get a soundboard. We get Nico in the soundboard. Hell yeah. This is why I did this to begin with, because I just knew. I knew Nico was gonna give me free sounds. Free recordings. What you want? So, okay, I was thinking about this because, like, I gave Nico some sound recordings of, what is it? Who's a good kitten? Who's a good puppy? But, like, I feel like that wouldn't really work on my Discord because then nobody would use it. I need something like, I love League of Legends. My friends think you're AI. My voice does kind of sound AI, doesn't it? How do I speak in like more AI? My friends think you're AI. That's my like support voice. That's my support call voice. I love League of Legends. This is my customer service voice. This is my robot voice. Was that the wind? I don't know. Who let the robot on the mic? Me. I love League of Legends. It's my favorite game. I love ARAM. That's my favorite League of Legends mode. Ew, a League of Legends player. Don't call liar ew. I play TFT, technically League of Legends. Riftbound, technically League of Legends. I love Riftbound. I can't even use his voice properly because I've been speaking for so long already. It's almost been what, 3 hours? 2 hours and a half? 3 hours? Look, it's no liar. I hope you had a good stream this morning. Your chat was telling me all about it. How you failed at the 2 nodes. But it's okay, because I feel like I would fail at the first one. What? Why must you remind me that I enter hell willingly? It's great, isn't it? You love suffering. A little over 2.5. 2 at 45 minutes. Okay, what's the exact number? You guys can see it. I can't. I don't know how long I've been streaming for. Yippee! 2 hours and 40 minutes. Close. Thought it was gonna be like 45. I'm a great numbers guesser. I hate numbers, but I'm a really great guesser. Liar Stream has a one-piece level of pacing. Wait, that's what makes it so great though. It's a slow burn. It's slow burn. You want to see the people go through the journey and the suffering. You want to see it. If someone just beat the boss in the first try, how is that fun, guys? You want to see the struggle. They're like kindergartners going home to tell mom what they did at school. I know. Your chat's so funny. It could be because they're prompted too, because like I was kind of watching your stream in the beginning, and then like afterwards, but like in mid-stream, I see your community members here, and I was like, oh, I can tell that Liar Stream just ended because you're here now. Because I see you here now. Choice band Dragapult or choice scarf Dragapult. I don't know what those are. Band Dragapult or scarf Dragapult? Scarf. Are you playing a game? Am I making decisions for you? hope you win. Whatever that is. What's a Dragapult? It's fun when they beat it first try and another one shows up right away. More bosses. Oh, the chain bossing. Oh, I hate when that happens. You think you beat the boss, and the game's like, yeah, joke's on you. Now time for phase 2. And then, like, even sometimes you're like, oh yes, phase 2 is over. That's it, right? That's it. And then the boss is like, no, or the game's like, no. Joke's on you. Phase 3! Phase 500! And it's over, and you're like, man, this game's hard. Some people love that though. They love the chain bossing. And you can do it in a lot of games. The World Ends With You, Endgame, chain bossing. Lies of P, chain bossing, boss chaining, whatever it's called. It's not slow burn, it's Bollywood with 10 cut and slow-mo for 1 action. But that's what makes Bollywood Bollywood! That's why people watch Bollywood. They want the 10 cut slow-mo for 1 action scene. They want it. Like, that's why people watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, have you seen Yu-Gi-Oh players play Yu-Gi-Oh in real life? It's so boring. It's boring. It's boring. They're just like, yeah, I'm placing this card down. Just placing this card down. Here, I activate my trap card. It's boring. But then you watch Yu-Gi-Oh! And they're like, they have this whole monologue in their head, and they're like, yeah, I know this person's gonna play that trap card, and that's why I'm gonna play this one. And then afterwards, this is gonna happen, and they're drawing a card. They're like, am I gonna get Exodus? Am I gonna get Exodus the next card? The arm of Exodus. And then, like, there's like a whole, you know, slow burn 10 second animation for like drawing the card. Like, the anticipation, that's what it is. You want the anticipation. You're like, are they finally gonna beat the liar? Finally gonna beat the boss? Yuki cheated a lot. He's got like plot armor. He's the main character, so whatever. Is it because they cheat in the anime art? What about cheating in real life? I don't know how it goes. I've never watched Yu-Gi-Oh! I watched like the first season when I was a child, and that was it. Yuki cheats every episode. What? Wait, actually? Didn't know that, huh? Wow. He should be the main antagonist. Why did they make the main character cheat? That's like giving a really bad reputation for him. Like, you want kids to watch the show and be like, I want to grow up to be just like Yui. I want to be humble, I want to be honest, and I want to be the best I can be without cheating. He wrote the rules? Well, I guess that changes things. Every main character... Ash Ketchum doesn't cheat. Card Capture Sakura doesn't cheat. Sailor Moon doesn't cheat. Yeah, he should be believing in the heart of the cards. Not cheating. That's like Seto Kaiba behavior. Okay, maybe not Seto Kaiba. He's like his own main character in his own right. Like Pegasus behavior or something. He's like, time to send them in the Shadow Realm. Wait, that's not how it goes. Oh, wait, how does his voice go? Okay, Yugi boy. Time to go into the Shadow Realm. Heart of the Cards is literally luck. He shifts his deck to draw the card he needs in the moment. Wait, wait, what? That's a superpower? Ew! Disgusting! Ask Ketchum beating Pokemon with a level and element disadvantage is crazy. I know, just go Pikachu, use your Thunderbolt! And then like everything just dies. Use Thunderbolt on that water type Pokemon! Use Thunderbolt on Meryl! And like it just somehow works. And that's the type of role model we want. We want him to try really hard even though you know you're gonna lose. The heart of the Pikachus. The heart of the Pokemon. That's what we should be teaching kids. Just keep trying until you got it. If you're gonna fail, just pick yourself back up again. And keep going. Ash Ketchum is such a good protagonist if you think about it. He's so good. I'm gonna keep trying to Pikachu because my best friend. Yami Yuki has an ability called My Crush? Ew. What kind of ability name is that? That's like saying, oh, I have an ability called Mind Break. That's just weird as hell. This is why I don't watch Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean I did, and then I was like, as a kid I was like, this is stupid. I thought his name was Ash Ketchup. Might as well be, he's red. Team Rocket is the real MCs. I love them so much. I love Team Rocket. They're like, oh god, even in the movies, oh, they're so good. If I was in a, I mean, even now, there's been times where I'm like, maybe I should watch Sun and Moon, the animation. I know some of you guys are gonna be like, Ark, watch it. I have no time. But like, if I had the time, I would watch Sun and Moon just for Team Rocket, just for Jesse and James and Meowth. I love him so much. Mind Crush is an ability that makes your brain dead after you lost a duel. Basically, same shit, Mind Break. Weird. Weird as hell. Kaiba was in vegetable state? Oh, he's an antagonist for sure. What the heck is wrong with Yami Yugi? Would definitely recommend it if I had to choose one Pokemon series for some to watch. Yeah, I know it's really good. I've been recommended it a few times. I've watched some clips and I'm like, hell yeah, this is good, but like, no time. He covered through pure spite. You know what? Kaiba should be the main protagonist of Yu-Gi-Oh! I think that's motivational. Right? Be so angry at the unfairness of the rules that you break out of whatever cage that they've set you in and just go. Kaiba, next protagonist of Yu-Gi-Oh! For sure. Dude is like murdering people left and right. What the hell? What happens in Yu-Gi-Oh? What the hell? Maybe Yu-Gi-Oh! Isn't the best kid show, and I don't think it should be a kid show. Like the whole, I'm gonna send your grandpa into the shadow realm, Yugi boy. It's like so strange to me. It's like, why are you killing his grandpa? Stop it. Like, this is an adult show. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is an adult show. It should be for adults. We're not killing nobody's grandpa. The fuck you're talking about? Killing people's not killing people's grandpas. Yu-Gi-Oh! The main anime is called Duel Masters, but there's an earlier anime nicknamed Season 0 that's way more mature. Just keep it that way. But just, you know what? Shouldn't have even aired in like kids television. Stick to like kids television. Should have just stuck with like, okay, the people are dying Naruto too. Shit. Okay, but like not in a unethical way, right? Like, you know, there's the whole aura farming, battling shit going on. Actually, I don't know. I'm taking back all my words. What's a good kids anime? Card Captor Sakura. No, that was terrible too. Sailor Moon. Which one is the one with the Seiya? The golden Seiyas. That one. Saint Seiya. Yeah, Saint Seiya. I remember really liking Saint Seiya as a kid. I really love Saint Seiya. I don't remember anything about it, but I was like, wow, Golden Armor, cool. Inazuma 11 or any of the sports shows. Sports anime. Oh, that's such a good option. Just like put sports animes in kid shows, and it's gonna motivate them to go out and touch grass. Cause then the kid's gonna be like, I want to play baseball. Dino Ace, love that shit. What's another? No, not Kuroko no Basket. That's kind of gay. Actually, no. Yeah, I think it's fine. Haikyuu. Blue Lock. Maybe Blue Lock. I just every time someone says Blue Lock, I remember that one scene of the main character. It's kind of the whole point. Which one? Kuroko no Basket being gay? Yeah. Or like Free? Also being pretty gay? I think Haikyuu's a good one. Haikyuu is really good. Like I feel like that one's very family friendly. Dio no Ace is very family friendly. Prince of Tennis maybe, kind of. It turned into some weird shonen shit, so maybe yeah. Yuri on Ice, I think it's a good romance. What, golf? There's a golf anime? I actually think Yuri on Ice would be pretty good. You're my life partner, every sports anime protagonist. I think that's why it's kind of good too, because like even though there could be some like BL attachment to it, right? Like it could be like a little bit of BL bait, but at the same time, kids are gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna ship this character with that character. Okay, maybe they will, but like most kids watching sports anime isn't gonna be like, oh yeah, I want them to kiss right now. Isn't Yuri on Ice gay? It is gay, but it's not like, you know, sexually gay. It's like very fluffy, romantic type of gay, which is like watching, it's like the equivalent of watching Snow White. Okay, maybe not that innocent, but like it's like, you know, it's very fluffy. So there's no like I'm gonna stick my dick in you kind of gay. Because there's different types of BL. They're power scaling gay? Yeah, I'm power scaling gayness now. Not as crazy as every yaoi. Yeah, there's some that I'm like, yeah, kids shouldn't be watching this. Because this is too hardcore. Like Free, that's like on the boundaries. I think Free is like on the boundaries because there's so many scenes of like two guys just like cabodoning each other, like they're leaning against the walls, like one guy like hovering over him. Like I think that's a little bit too much, right? I don't want kids to be learning that behavior and doing it to their classmates because that's weird as hell. But like Yuri on Ice is all about like, you know, the fluffy gayness, like almost like I want to marry you because it's pure kind of thing, not like I want to stick my dick in you. Yaoi talks, that makes much more sense, yeah. You're in Ice with no Yuri, there's only yaoi. There's only yaoi. Yeah, wholesome, yeah, that's a good way to put it. Say so wholesome gay, I think is fine for kids. What's another good one? Full Metal, no, not Full Metal, there's too much war in there. There's not a lot. There's not a lot of animes that I could safely say are good for kids. Even I think like Naruto is a little too much, maybe. Is it? Maybe like the first season of Naruto is good? Fruits Basket? Oh, that one gets really dark. I don't know about Fruits Basket. Like in the beginning of Fruits Basket, you're like, oh yeah, this is fun. Fun shit. And then they go into like talks of depression, and I was like, oh. Yeah, the depression talks are like, oh, that's a little too much. Naruto's main themes are war, bad, lots of tragedy, and some perversion. Yeah, I think that's, it doesn't really sit well with me. Like Naruto turning himself into a, you know, sexy no jutsu. Like that's funny to a certain extent, but I still think that's like slightly adult humor. I don't know, there's like a whole argument for it. But I think it's mostly just people dying. Like people killing each other. I don't wanna, I wouldn't like subject kids to that until like maybe they're 15 or something and be like, yeah, you can watch Naruto at 15. Don't watch it at 10. Like maybe at 10 with supervision. I'd be like, okay, this scene's a little bit too much. Like there's someone's head getting chopped off. We're not gonna do that. Detective Conan? Murder every episode? I think the thing with Detective Conan is that there's not that much of a romanticization. That's probably the word I'm looking for, romanticizing. Because like sometimes in like shonen anime, the action gory, gruesome parts of it are slightly romanticized as like it's aura farming, and it's really freaking cool when someone like gets their head chopped off, right? But in Detective Conan, it's like they don't really show what happens when someone like, you know, the actual gory scenes of the murder. It's just like, yeah, this person died. And then Conan is like, we're gonna solve it. We're gonna see what happened and how this person got murdered. Beyblade Metabots. Oh yeah, true. Those ones are good. I don't know why, but I never thought about Beyblade. That was definitely one of the animes that was airing for kids. Get them play Overwatch? Never. I would never. They're gonna get addicted to it. They're gonna get addicted to Overwatch, and they're gonna go under... Because I feel like you can really... Kids are very... reactive. Kids are very reactive, so I never give a kid a competitive game, especially... competitive games are gonna be facing online players who you don't know what their intent is. I got subtitles. Yeah, I have subtitles now. They're a little small. Let me know if you want them bigger. But I got it working again. I had them for a bit, and then OBS updated, and then I didn't update some plugins, and it stopped working. But like yesterday, I was like, oh, I am streaming tomorrow, so I should make sure that everything is working. I was prepping, and then I forgot to change the title of my stream, forgot to change the tags, forgot to change everything that was actually important. And instead I was like, oh, here's the background's ready, captions ready, everything else is ready, I think I'm good. And I wasn't good. I was not good. Is Tamagotchi and Digimon? Is Tamagotchi a show? Ray's not working. The subtitles need to cover the whole ass screen, really? Let's see how big I can make it. Filters. Now it's like really big. Whoa. This is probably better for mobile users. So now you can actually see things. Now you can actually read it. Getting cover. No, it's too big. There we go. Hey, this is good. Super subtitles. It has movies about friendship and... Oh, you know what would be really good? Chikawa. I watched all of first season Chikawa, and it was so wholesome. Hachiwari and Chikawa's relationships, oh my god, the best. It's the best. Chicago. Great. Chikawa. Chikawa? What the hell? Chikawa is public alcoholic. Whatever. The kids are gonna learn that. They're gonna be like, yeah, with funny juice. Just orange juice. Everybody wants to be Hachiwari and Chikawa. Nobody wants to be like Momonga or any of the other characters. My Melody. Anyways, I'm gonna go now. It feels like this stream has been really short. You know what? Before I started this stream, I was like, it might be a smaller stream, shorter stream, just because I forgot how to stream. And I don't know how to stream anymore, guys. Like, what is there to yap about? But that's not a problem. I'm always yap maxing. I've been gone too long. I know. I know. Streaming's not real. The streamer's not real. Who is this person anyway? Okay, we'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow. At the same time. I don't know what to do tomorrow. Actually, you guys give me some suggestions, because I haven't been here. You guys haven't been here for like a whole week. So what do you guys miss the most? Schedule? Limbus Company? You miss Limbus Company? Limbus Company tomorrow? Podcast with Nico. Do you want a podcast? Schedule making. I'm technically making my schedule right now with you guys. Let me just write shit down. Farm LARPing. It could be Stardew Valley. I did play a little bit of Stardew Valley. on my break. Because I was like, I should finally update my, I don't know, 50 mods that needed updating. You're gonna do the Intervallo? Actually, I haven't done that yet, so that could be an option. Stardew, Core Keeper, Limbus Company, Stardew. Yeah, okay, I saw Stardew twice. I see Farm LARPing from Thought Synapses and Stardew from Scampy, so that's 2 already. And Dana, she said 3 different things. But the thing is, I only play those 3 games. So, like, you can only suggest 1 for tomorrow. And you're like, you started a Core Keeper, LC. So, yeah, maybe we'll do Stardew Valley tomorrow. I'm just gonna be more farm LARPing. More farm yapping. Want all of it? Don't be greedy. You can only choose 1. Hi here. Hello, welcome in. Hope stream's going well. Also cute. Thank you. I'm creating my schedule for the next... up until Sunday, I guess. And then we'll just have, like, regular schedule starting again on Monday. So, okay. Stardew Valley tomorrow. I don't even have a piece of paper. How am I supposed to write things down without paper? Maybe I can use this one? Yeah. Stardew. There's no lead in my pencil. Stardew Valley tomorrow. I could show off my farm. I did a lot of decorations. You guys would be so proud of me. You guys would take one look at my farm and be like, yeah, that's the farm I want to live in when I'm older. If I ever want a farm life, yeah, that's the farm I live in. No pen on PC. I don't know why I didn't think of that. I was like, pen and paper. Let's do this manually. But I guess I just really like my pens. I have this one pen from Japan. Pencil. It's the Pilot Dr. Grip one. Okay, no, it's not from Japan. I had one from Japan. It was the same one. And then I moved countries. So I didn't take any of my stationery with me. And I left that pencil there. And so when I came to Canada, I was like, well, I really miss that pencil. I love it a lot and I need to get it again. So I ended up ordering one, which was like 10 times the price of the regular because I have to pay for shipping and shit. But I'm like, I just need it. I just need this pencil. It's really good. Nikkei's 3.5 idol event? Is it gonna be like full bikini again? Is it gonna be like Gold Rush? I could do like one gacha game on Sunday. It's Idol Anise. The only gacha games I can think of right now is like Arc Knights. What's it? No, not NG. I quit that one on the first day. Or it could be like Nikkei normal story. And not event story. But the thing is, everyone's gonna come into chat. No, okay, probably not Nikkei, because I feel like people are gonna come into chat and be like, why aren't you doing the 3.5 event? Casting random confusion. Fried rice from the east. Not confused because I eat fried rice regularly. Ha! Jokes on you. Hello, Mr. Collectors. Welcome in. Have you seen the Cyberpunk collab from Wuwa? I did! I actually did see it. Final Fantasy 7.5. Actually, you know what? Now that you mention it, Sentience, I do plan on playing Final Fantasy 7.5. But the thing is, I'm still on 6 point something. I haven't even caught up yet. I'm on like freaking Golbez. I have to kill Golbez. I haven't killed Golbez. So I'm like, I'm still stuck on there. I didn't even play 7.0. So eventually I do want to play Final Fantasy 14 on stream and get through all of like the 7th patch. Whether it's like 7.0 or 7.5 or whatever it is. Hit me up when you sub again. What channel or what server are you on? Data center. Actually, it doesn't matter because they're releasing the cross data center thing. Yeah, we have data center travel. That's true. Never seen that effect falling before. That was cool, right? Thank you for the follow. I try to add funny like visual effects everywhere. I like them. on Doorkeeper? Another Yap stream? Okay, I'll think about it. Tomorrow after Stardew, we'll do another brainstorming. What do you guys want the next day? Because I have no idea. It could be another Yap stream, could be Corekeeper, could be Darkwood. It could be anything. It could be Ark Knights. We should do a poll. Yeah, maybe. Okay, I'll do a poll tomorrow. Or ASMR. Or ASMR reading. Question about Final Fantasy 14. If I do the $60 complete edition, is that one-time payment? Can I play it forever? No. It's like you pay and then you have to sub. So like what happens is, I think that complete edition payment is for a 1 month sub, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's a 1 month sub, and then you can play it for 1 month. But if you want to play it again the next month, you have to sub the $14, $15, whatever it is. So every month that you keep playing this game, you have to pay like $15. So that's how it goes. And if you don't want to play it, you can unsub and then just keep it around. And if you want to play it again, you gotta resub. Subscription based. I think it's pretty nice, just because they always release new content, and so every time you're playing the game, it's like you're just paying for like the new content that they released. And if you don't like the content, you can choose to like not pay for it and like not play it. You can buy the game but don't activate your game. Oh yeah, free trial, that's true. You can just start with a free trial up until like Shadowbringers. You have like a whole, I don't know, 10 years of like free content right there without paying the $60 for Final Fantasy 14. You have to cancel sub. Oh. Good thing I stayed a little bit longer. Yeah, get the game up to Shadowbringers and then you get the 4 full games for free. Hell yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna have lunch and then I'm gonna do some work. Thanks for joining me today, guys. I haven't been here in a long time, so it's nice to see you guys, your faces again. Not your faces, what the hell? Because I don't see your face. That's weird. Your usernames. Your names. Thank you for the 5 gifted, Danish. What the hell? Enjoy your emotes. Tomorrow. And the next day. And the day after that. Not today, because I'm ending stream. Okay, bye guys. Bye guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your evening, morning, whatever it is. Your Fridays. Do something good for yourself this weekend. Go outside, touch some grass, because it is like, you know, almost summer. It's not cold outside anymore. Unless you live in a place where it's like always warm, then yeah. Alright. Bye forever. Wait, I need a raid. Oh yeah, I forgot that raid is a thing. Go ahead and stream. Alright. Who's streaming? Who's streaming? I'll raid it to Rain. Rain was here earlier. She was playing Soul Calibur 6. Rain's a gamer. Enjoy your stream, guys. It's pretty cool. She has a really nice voice. I think you guys would like it.